you're working on your own music and you want to be able to do all that stuff, it's just so much better than a phone. Like, I don't even want to edit videos on a phone ever. Damn, I hate it. Crazy. I hate it.
I tried to like edit these like last real videos I had on my phone through CapCut. This is my first time.
CapCut's not bad,
but this is my first time trying to do a mobile. I usually still do it on the computer. That shit sucks.
I mean, like, because the thing is, it's not bad, but it's just when you have a keyboard, you got a mouse, you feel free.
Yeah.
You feel so free. And on a phone, I feel like I'm locked into this little thing. I'm like an old man. Like at my work, they want us to carry around. I'm a server. They want us to carry around these machines. You know, it's like the square machines where you type it in. Like, I refuse to walk up to a table with this freaking machine and type in there where I'll write it down and then go to the screen and type in the machine. But I ain't gonna walk up to the table and be like, because I feel like I'm on my phone while I'm talking to you. I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to like take your order. So I'll write it down. And then the other thing, and usually when you're a server and you're writing, it's like fucking you're barely writing. It's like scribbles that only you can read. It's like a doctor.
Yeah,
that's part of the experience to me. And also, I always like to use the big computer because it's like I don't want to use the tiny computer. I want to use if I'm typing in an order. Because they took out all the big computers except one, because we're supposed to carry around these fucking handheld devices. But to me, it's like when you're a server, it's an old school way. You're supposed to go to that big screen and tap the buttons on the screen. They have like, you ever worked at McDonald's before, kids? If you ever worked at McDonald's back in the day, they had like this, I don't know if they still have this, but it's like the screen with all the pictures of all the items. It's like French fries and it's pictures of French fries. And it's like, there's a POS system is what they call them, a POS, which reminds me of a piece of shit. And it's funny, but it's like something, it stands for something else. Yeah. POS operating system.
I remember the first time I went to my Uncle Kerry, we went to Northwestern and it was like businesses trying to be investors who, and we was like watching them all give their like presentation. It's crazy. The business that I seen blow up that really went national after that is Vita Coco. That shit's crazy. Like wow. Vita Coco, I remember they was like a small company, but then they blew up. Like, okay, they made it. You know, that was tough. But while we was in there, that was the first time I ever electronically like poured a drink. It's like you've had the touchscreen. You like, oh damn, there's some advanced stuff.
Yeah, I think the first time I ever saw that was the movie theater.
That was like 2012.
I think it would be the movie theater for me. I think it was like you go to the movie, because that's how I always thought about it. It was the movie theater and a Halo Burger. Which, if you're not from Michigan, you probably don't even know what Halo Burger is, because I think that's a Michigan thing.
Yeah, I never heard of Halo Burger.
But it's those two places I remember having it, where it's like, whoa, I can just push any button. And not only that, the movie theater had the flavors. I don't know if Halo Burger had that, where it's like you could put grape in your Dr. Pepper or whatever.
Yeah. And they always had all flavors too. They always had all
That's
flavors.
Vita Coco or whatever you said? Is that them?
No, that's no, that was just the first time we was at Northwestern and we seen like I seen that machine. I'm like, and that's like 2012, 2011 time.
Life changing.
Yeah, it was like, oh, this is the future. Like
you know, I've been thinking about this a lot lately. The past, like the future in the past used to be so much cooler. Like when you used to think about the future,
flying cars, stuff
like
that.
Remember when the PS3 was coming out and it was like, oh, what's the PS7? Like what's the PS9? Like we used to think about this kind of stuff. Like Xbox 720? Like what about the Xbox 3740? Like what about all these? But instead it's just kind of like, I feel like no one even really cares about the PS7 now. No one cares about the PS6 now.
Well,
where's the flying? If we had flying cars, we wouldn't really even give a fuck.
I feel like we really waited for GTA. Once we see how GTA is,
I think
we're gonna determine if we in the future.
You know what I think is really funny about that is it's kind of like GTA is like the groundhog. Like if summer's gonna continue.
Yeah. Like if the new GTA is bad, that's just damn near like the world is gonna be bad for.
All right, so the groundhog did not see his shadow, guys. It's gonna be winter for a lot longer. That's what that's gonna mean.
No, but they said they really releasing it this year though. They be capping a lot. They said November 19th.
What do you think?
Honestly, I believe because we got the first trailer. We got that real trailer. They got to give us to us now. Like it's real gameplay.
I saw it just before you got here. I saw a thing that was saying that, I don't know how accurate this is, like to the day, but it was saying that the first trailer for GTA 6 came out 800 days ago. 800 days, which is a lot of days.
Yeah,
it's a whole lot of days, and it's the first trailer. And if you remember the first trailer, it was very detailed. It wasn't like a not detailed trailer. It was the first time we've ever seen it. It was the twerk physics was what everybody was talking about.
They had the Miami Beach stuff.
It was the
long
road. We got a long way to go. was like that one. If you remember that song, that was the song. Because I remember the song. They always have great song selection.
I don't remember
Rockstar
that
always
song.
nails it with the song
Yeah,
selection. I mean,
actually-
like, say what you will about Rockstar, but their song selection is fucking. They've never failed. Never.
You know, something I found out about their sound selection just like recently is back in like when GTA 5 first dropped, they had like Travis Scott in there, they had Kendrick Lamar, but
Yeah.
these were songs in their early career.
Yeah,
so like back then,
that was how I discovered.
Yeah, like, they was discovered
It was
a lot through them.
Kendrick Lamar
and Frank Ocean.
and
Frank Ocean was on there too.
who was it? It was Kendrick Lamar and
ADHD. Yeah, that song was amazing. when it came
ADHD,
on.
but then there was another song with Kendrick on there, but it was featuring Kendrick, and it was who's the guy who always
J-Rock.
freestyle? Was it J-Rock? Yeah, because
J-Rock.
there was. I think there was 3 songs then. You can have give you the light.
Oh, I know
That's
what you're
the
talking about.
song I'm
Yes,
thinking
yeah,
of.
yeah.
Because I just remember like driving on GTA
yeah.
5 when I was like 13 and having that song play, and that was like the first time I'd ever heard those songs. So
Yeah.
it was
You know,
life changing.
one of my favorite songs from that GTA era was Chicago, the band. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 if you leave me now. That was just like, yeah, that was an amazing song. Shout out Chicago.
And
Shout
I
out Chicago,
actually
the band.
didn't like the GTA 5 because the thing is, like, GTA San Andreas, I think, had one of the best soundtracks of all time, and that was because GTA Vice City had a really good soundtrack. So GTA San Andreas is like crazy good. So I think the GTA 4 and 5 are like, I didn't appreciate as much until recently.
Yeah.
I appreciate their soundtracks more now. When I was replaying GTA 4 recently, like, I don't know if you know, on GTA 4 there's like some Russian trap radio station that I guess it was like Vladistokov or something like that.
That's
And I got,
tough.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Everybody, it got taken off on the remaster or something like that, so it wasn't on the newer version. And so you had to get a mod to get it restored, like the radio restored to the original version, because when it was updated, they took it off.
Wow.
And that's because people liked it so much that they wanted it back, because it's like just like for some fire ass fucking Russian trap music.
Yeah,
I mean, what
it
can you
sounds
say?
like it's kind of what's popping out now with EsDeeKid and that whole movie, but they're not from Russia. They are from, they from UK? Mm-hmm. But I don't know. They just that.
I wouldn't say that's traditional UK rap, though.
Yeah, it feels like that. You know, what
It's
I'm
a
saying?
little bit different, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would say, like, what he's doing, like, if you were to ask a traditional UK artist, like, is this UK rap? They'd probably say no. They'd probably say, no, that's not quite like what we do.
Yeah, I know.
That's probably like why
it's
it
making
works. That's
its way
probably why
over
it's
here.
so. I think that things that make a difference tend to be things that are controversial, and so somebody
Yeah.
like an EsDeeKid makes a difference because he's just naturally a little bit controversial. Like, I think he's radically original in that sense, right? Like, I think you need those people to kind of, especially for rap,
Yeah.
you need people to kind of push rap in different directions all the time.
No, in fact,
'Cause rap's
I've
got to
never
be
seen-
alive. Rap's got to have like life injected into it. That's the way you keep rap alive.
No, facts. I haven't like dug deep into him yet. I just know he has.
I've heard a couple of his songs.
Came across my world. I'm like, okay.
It was the whole
I seen
Timothy
him on
Chalamet
Timothy
thing.
Chalamet. That's
Yeah.
what I seen. And
I didn't
I understand his
I was
branding.
before he had done the feature, because he was on a radio show, and they had brought it up to him. This is how I found out about him. They were like, "Hey, they're saying you look like EsDeeKid," and he's like, "Oh, all will come to light very soon." That was Timothy Chalamet's fucking
dead.
cryptic answer, and what he meant by that was he probably already recorded the rap song, and he was just waiting for EsDeeKid to release it. The whole Marty Supreme thing.
yeah,
yeah.
I like that movie too.
Oh, dude, that movie was.
I was
so
disappointed a little though.
good. A little bit.
Yeah, because I felt like the writing kind of started getting like loose and like
you think
going
so?
everywhere, and it was like I lost like I felt like the
Did you see
film
Uncut
lost
Gems?
focus.
You see Uncut Gems?
Yes, I did.
And then did you see their movie before that, Good Time with Robert Pattinson?
I don't think I seen Good Time.
So Good Time's kind of like, it's interesting because I think all 3 movies are doing the same thing, and the brothers split up. So I feel like this is the brother that was kind of spearheading that whole energy of those 2 other movies. It's kind of the idea you get from it. But Good Time was kind of like the prelude, and I saw it after I saw Uncut Gems, but I kind of wish I saw it first, because it's kind of doing what Uncut Gems, but just on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
Where it's like you can see where all this is going. And then I think what Marty Supreme does, it kind of tops Uncut Gems. It kind of goes even bigger than Uncut Gems. Like if you thought Uncut Gems was a bigger version of the one movie, this is an even bigger version of that. Because I remember I was watching reviews and people were even saying it's sort of like an epic almost. It feels kind of like an epic. And I don't know. I could see why you'd say that, but I think it just depends on like your film preference. Because I think some directors tend to do that. Some directors tend to kind of like
make your niche in a way.
Well, they just kind of feel like they're walking away from the plot almost. Like they'll do it on purpose. Like it feels like, oh, okay. One thing I liked about Marty Supreme is that it felt like all these little plot threads that are introduced throughout the movie that you think are just going to kind of fizzle away and not matter ends up coming back later, and you're like, oh, that is coming full circle in a way. I like that it did kind of feel like they brought things back over and over, and it didn't feel like I don't want to spoil anything, but I guess I'll just say this, all right? So if you're really worried about spoilers, skip 1 to 2 minutes ahead. But the dog thing, right? Because it's like, I remember when I watched it in theaters and I'm with my friend and his dog just died. So his dog had died recently. Poor friend. You know, we all feel bad for him. I'm always worried about my doggy dying. It's going to happen to all of us one day.
My dog died last year.
Yeah, it's sad to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, my Mr. Oscar, you know, I've got him for so long. So I got a dog collar up there actually from my first dog ever. Her name was Bailey. She would sleep between my legs as a child. She was a pit bull. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
Dude, I'd have a pit bull. Like I'm 10, get a giant pit bull in between my legs. But anyway, so the dog in the movie runs away. They lose the dog, and they're supposed to be taking care of the dog, bringing it back to the guy, but they lose the dog. Yeah. And so I'm looking at my friend, and he's like, "Oh no, I don't like this movie." Oh, like that's his, because of course this is his reaction, because obviously he's been a little dramatic, but it's sad now because it made him think of his dog, and the dog in the movie is gonna have a bad fate. But then later the dog comes up, and then the dog comes up again, and then you finally at the end you see the dog again. So I feel like there was justice for the dog, and I felt like that was so sweet. But I feel like that's one of the things. That's one of the rules of movies, by the way. Like justice for the dog. If you ever think about that, like if a dog is ever in a movie and someone like kills the dog or someone does something bad to the dog, it's almost worse than if anything happens to a human. Like that's the beginning of John Wick. That's it's dog justice. That's
no. I feel like with the Tyler, I wish him and Tyler interaction was kind of like more like thorough.
Because Tyler was just kind of a little side character.
Yeah, but it's like I feel like there was no like closure to that story. Yeah. And then with the when he looked at the baby at the end of the film, I didn't know what to feel within that moment.
But don't you think that's like a purposeful, open-ended type of thing where it's, because I've seen people interpret that differently. I saw some people say that's him coming full circle, like he's accepting that he's a father and he's accepting that he's a parent, and all this bullshit he went through, he's realizing like, oh, this is what's really important, is this right here in front of me. Or it could be a whole different interpretation. You could say like, oh, he's just gonna do all this bullshit again, and he's just crying because he's realizing like, oh my god, what the fuck have I got myself into?
No, I agree. When I watched it, I agree with the first theory.
It could be both. I think the song kind of makes you feel like the first one, the way that the song plays, and it makes me feel happy and oh, this is good. Because if it was a sad song,
like a little bit more like set up for us to make us feel.
You think so? Because I almost feel like they don't want. I think they want us to have this conversation. I think they want us to not know.
Yeah.
So that way it'll be like. I also thought the way that the song dropped in at the end. I love a good it's like the needle drop at the very end of a movie can be that's one of those things that can be perfect. There was another one I saw recently that really hit me, and it was the movie Memento. Have you ever seen that movie? Such a good needle drop at the very end. It's like he just says a line and then boom and then boom and oh, it's a song. And it's then the credits are playing. You almost want to watch the credits just to listen to the rest of the song. And you're like, fuck yeah. Because it just hits so good. And every now and then you'll see one of the, and a needle drop I think has to be a pre-recorded song. That's another thing. It can't be like a soundtrack for a movie. It has to be a song we all know, because then it's like, oh shit. I think Christopher Nolan does these a lot, because Memento is Christopher Nolan, so I think he does those a lot.
Is Christopher Nolan?
He did Inception.
Who did Transformers?
Oh, that's Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
My man Michael Bay likes explosions.
Yes, he got that classic song he did. that rock song. It's be like hella like TikToks.
Well, I
and,
know
like,
he
Instagram
did a
things.
bunch of Linkin Park did a bunch of stuff with him, but I don't know.
Really? It's
Yeah.
probably is them. They so tough.
Maybe.
They
Yeah.
so tough.
Linkin
Once-
Park, well, in their peak. Oh my gosh! People probably
I
kids
gotta
these
need to go
days.
back
I
and
probably
listen to
hate on
him.
Linkin
I'm
Park.
probably finna go listen to him like today.
You know what's awesome is the Jay-Z Linkin Park
Yeah, that's
album.
what I know him from. So I'm like, once you cross over to my world, yeah, you're here and you're tough.
I just think it's so cool that I think it's almost ahead of its time. I would even say that.
Probably.
It's the greatest crossover until Avengers.
Telepictures.
Because
No, that's crazy.
it's just no one
nobody
could
else
have
is doing
possibly,
it.
and no
Nobody
one
else
else
is doing
ever
it.
did it. I don't
Yeah,
think that's a
again.
thing. I don't think it ever was done again.
Yeah,
or-
no.
It probably didn't even sell that well at the time because no one really saw how good it was. I mean, that was when, I don't know if you ever listened to the Punk Goes Pop albums too, because that was probably right around the time that stuff was cool. I remember I used to go on YouTube and I would look up like metalcore remixes to pop songs because there were so many. So it would be like, I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It by Katy Perry, but it would be
Yeah.
like, I kissed a girl and I liked
Yeah.
it. The taste of her cherry chapstick.
Yeah.
And then just dum, 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 dum. Like it would just be a fucking like metal remix of this song, and there'd be so many of these. Like, but I don't think that exists anymore either.
I think I heard of them like being like scattering on the internet before.
Oh, Taylor Swift. There was a bunch of Taylor Swift ones, but it would. I think I like the pop punk ones the most. It was the pop punks.
What
Pop
you
punk,
what you listening to right now?
Right now, dude, how would I say? My problem is I don't listen to enough music. I listen to mainly like podcasts and I watch movies and I barely listen to music. It's crazy.
Wow.
So I don't even know. And I'm a musician. So I think it's almost like I've heard directors say like, oh, I don't watch movies. And I think it's like the same thing because it sounds confusing and it seems
No,
like
I
it
feel what
doesn't
you're
make
saying.
sense. But I almost feel like it's like it makes me more pure.
Yeah, it's like you get to
I
a
never-
point where you just trying to hone into your own creativity.
Yeah, because you get influenced by things subconsciously you don't
Yes,
even realize.
yes,
No
yes.
matter what, it just happens.
Yeah.
And so, but I mean, like, there's things I like and there's things I listen to, but I find that naturally I don't tend to type in fucking music and listen to it. Let me think of the last thing I listened to. Let me look at my Spotify. That's what's going to tell us really, because I mean, I know I listened to an audiobook on there, but that doesn't count, obviously. So we're not going to count that. Shit, dude.
Oh, man.
It's
I've
not
been
even
really just blasting that Don Toliver, J. Cole album. It's been some great music. 2026 has been insane.
Lil Wayne. The last album I listened to was the Carter 3 Lil Wayne. That was the last thing
nice.
I pulled
Nice.
up. I was like, you know what? I need to listen to some Lil Wayne right now. And before that was MF Doom. And before that was Akon, Smack That. Before that was Cess Crew. I remember I was listening to Cess Crew that day. Magdalena Bay. I was listening to them not that long ago too. Magdalena Bay. Holy shit, dude. If you haven't heard of them, it's like they're not rap. So that's not rap. Everything else I said was rap, but they are not. They're like let's see what it says on their page because I don't know what I would say to describe them. And I know they have some funny way of saying it. And they've gotten much more popular over the last 6 months to a year. Because I feel like when I found them, they were starting to get popular on TikTok or one of these platforms. And they come to Chicago at least once a year. Oh, so it says synth pop straight from the simulation. That's what it says. So it's synth pop is how they would put it. But oh my God, it's like some of the best pop music I've ever heard. I'm a sucker for good pop music. I
Yes.
really am. Good pop
Facts.
music.
What's pop?
Because I mean, like pop,
No,
I think Lord is good pop music too. I think Lord
I
qualifies.
don't think I listen to pop that much. I probably listen to a lot of I listen to a lot of alternative. I don't think I listen to a lot of pop. Though.
I think what pop will qualifies as pop is like it's
The
almost
Weeknd
like
count?
what's that?
Do the weekend count?
Yeah, he would.
Probably
Well,
that's the closest I'm getting.
he's sort of R&B.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
It's
little bit
like,
of
he
soul,
gonna
a
have
little
his
bit
pop
R&B.
songs. What's a pop song the weekend got? I Can't Feel My Face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
tight.
a total pop song.
Yeah, that's it right there.
It's hard to describe. I don't know
But
how
then
you
I
would
grew
define
up liking Selena Gomez a lot.
it. Yeah, she's the
Carla
shit.
Del Rey.
I remember when she was just transitioning from Disney to pop music from the very start. I wish I could remember the name of that song. because there was some song that I saw the music video for. It was back when you would watch the music videos on like the Direct TV thing.
Yes. I Love You Like a Love Song, Baby.
That's one of them.
Gomez
That's not the one I was thinking of, but that's one of them. That was shortly after.
Damn, it's crazy. That was like really hits, and I was a guy listening to that. But
and that was a long time ago now.
Hell yeah, that was like 2009.
That was
2010.
right. Was that before she dated Justin Bieber? Oh,
I'm not even sure. I remember I was in Phoenix during that time, during my youth. I was doing summers in Phoenix with my grandma. I was like listening to that every day. That was tough times.
I Love You Like a Love Song. That's like, I feel like that's around the same time that Maroon 5 was dropping.
Amazing.
You know,
what that Mick Jagger song.
Which one did you say?
Mick Jagger.
Oh, Mick Jagger. Yes. Yeah, I was thinking This Love, but Mick Jagger too. Yep. There's so many. I will hold to this. I think the late 2000s, like early 2010s, I think that's why I have like an affinity for pop music. I think that was one of the best times for radio music, for music.
Right.
And it's not ever been the same. I kind of blame social media and phones, because if you want to think about it, right, 2012, 2016, you kind of have this thing happen where the gatekeepers are no longer gatekeepers anymore, and there was a trade-off to social media, and now anybody can do anything, and it's for better or worse, right? It's actually a beautiful opportunity for all of us, but also I think you lost that thing we had back in 2008 where it really was just Katy Perry. And it really was just Lady Gaga, and it was Maroon 5. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's nostalgia. I don't think it's nostalgia. I think that music was just, there was something about it that was just playful enough for me. Like, it all felt
everything
fun.
Was professional quality. Like, everything was professional quality. You wasn't even breaking through that barrier if you didn't have that more talent. So I feel like it did kind of centralize everything.
Yeah. Well, and I think pop music had a little bit more of a form too. Like, I mean, I would say it even goes all the way up to about 2012, 2013, because you still had like LMFAO. They were dropping some songs.
Yeah, you had that era. That was a crazy little era too. But
and I wanted to say too, who's a Black Eyed Peas? That's around then too.
They were amazing.
Yeah.
The last ones I kind of remember.
I mean, Party Rock.
Yeah, I'm dead. But, they had. I remember Robin Thicke. He had that Blur Lines.
Oh my
gosh. That was crazy. The Pharrell had that Get Lucky the summer after.
Yes.
And like that shit was crazy. I remember being like, I ain't like fuck. I need to hear that every day.
Wow.
That was a time. I'm like, Pharrell was running radio like at an extreme level.
Yeah.
Like,
that was probably what really put him on the map if he wasn't already.
Yeah, he probably went to like a whole day. He was on ABC, you know what I'm saying? He had Get Happy. Like, once you're on ABC, Good Morning America every day. Shout out Pharrell.
Oh, dude.
He took it to the highest level possible.
I could just go on and on about this era, because I mean that's when Miley Cyrus turned heel. She went bad. She turned.
I promise you, I was talking to my parents about Miley Cyrus yesterday, and I seen an interview where Mike Will made it, and I really loved that era, like because they had the trap stuff. It was probably crazy looking back, but we were playing. What's that? With my J's on, Mike Will called it pop trap. We were listening to that. She had the Jordans. She had the whole Jordan outfit. Now, when she went Wrecking Ball, that was crazy. But during her like trap era, we were playing you, Miley, and I would love to see you one day. Shout out Miley Cyrus.
I mean, like I wonder how it works, because history is hard to remember if you didn't experience it. Like, I wonder if you told people who didn't experience all this. I wonder if they would understand the weight of when Hannah Montana had first smoked weed on camera. Like,
it was probably doing too much on her. Like,
well, it happened with Justin Bieber too. I think that's why they spiraled. But like back now, it's not so bad anymore. Now you can kind of get away with doing things, and it's kind of like nobody really cares that much anymore.
Yeah.
But back then, if you were smoking weed and you're Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus, hot damn! Like that's what kind of started it all. Before you know it, she's naked on a wrecking ball.
But she did take it to the max. We're not gonna sit here and be like, "Hey."
I respect it. I respect all of it. I think like
I need to go back and watch that and see what was really going on with her.
Oh yeah. Well,
because when you look back at like performances in particular from like the past, like later on, like 10, 20 years later, you see so much about the times. Like I was like, oh my goodness. Like I was looking at Janet Jackson last week on Tubo with Justin Timberlake. Bro, Janet Jackson was amazing. Like that, she was like taking performance to a crazy high level. But then just seeing how Justin Timberlake did her bad, he really like messed up her career because of that Justin Timberlake. You did that and you moved her shit at the end. Damn, like that was petty because if he didn't do that, that performance would have just been like so iconic. Like you really took a moment away from us, Justin.
You think you did it on purpose?
Yep.
That's pop that door for her. She's gonna keep walking over to that door. She's trying to escape. There you go. Now you can close it. But
that's like that was an aggressive pull. That like you just don't do that by accident. You can hit it by accident. You don't just take it flat off like that by accident.
JT, what year was that?
It had to be like 96 or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl show. Because the whole Bad Bunny thing made me think about it. Like, who made the Super Bowl show what it is in the first place? Was it Michael Jackson or Prince?
I'm not even sure.
I think it was one of those guys. I think one of those, like, it was
but
already.
You get an axe like that, but I see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying. Like,
what'd you say?
When you get an axe like that, I'm pretty sure people was like, hey, this is it. But what was that first performance that made it be like...
Well, exactly, because it was always a thing, but I don't think it was
but
really
it's only like 50 Super Bowls.
Thing.
It's like 50 to 55 Super Bowls. So it's not that far, to be honest.
This is worth looking up, because I remember I was thinking about it already, and I tried to kind of look, but I don't think I think I just saw that Prince and Michael Jackson were the two. So let's look up, I'll go to ChatGPT.
Did Whitney have one? No?
Who was the first iconic Super Bowl halftime show? I think that's the best way to ask.
Did you do Google or ChatGPT?
ChatGPT, because I think Google will give you an AI answer that's usually better than the other stuff, but even then, I feel like ChatGPT is going to give me something better.
Same way.
Michael Jackson. So most people mean Michael Jackson's 1993 Super Bowl 27 halftime show when they ask for the first truly iconic Super Bowl halftime show. It is widely credited with turning halftime into must-watch television, and it was the first time Super Bowl ratings rose between halves. There you go. Which is a big reason it's treated as the modern turning point. This is one important nuance. If you mean the first celebrity halftime performer at all, that goes back earlier. Carol Channing appeared in the 1970 Super Bowl IV halftime show, but that is usually not the answer people mean. So 1970 up until 1993, it was just kind of like, just a halftime show.
Yeah.
But then Michael Jackson comes in and goes, you guys don't understand, this is a recent year to make this the best. I can't do a Michael Jackson impression at all.
When did Prince go in? I want to know when did Prince...
Oh, yeah, okay, so let's see.
When did Prince go?
I'm going to say, what were the following iconic performances? It's probably going to say Prince for sure.
So I want to see how Prince getting down.
It's a good question. Because I want to know, like, who are the other people that, like, set the bar? Because that's what I was thinking. Is, like, if we're all expecting so much from the Super Bowl show... Who is it that made us think this way?
Bad Bunny?
I didn't love it, but I have all kinds of reasons to. I just feel like the whole thing is like designed to be sort of political to begin with. Like, I don't think that Bad Bunny is that popular in America, and I think that they're trying to do like a thing where it's like, oh, if you aren't happy with this, you must not like Latino people, and that's how it all becomes. Like, you can't even criticize the pick.
What you saying?
And that's why it bugs me, because I feel like you could have went with an easier. You could have went with a choice that nobody would have gotten mad at. You could have went with like fucking Sabrina Carpenter or any of these big pop artists. Charlie XCX? Oh my God, you go with Charlie XCX, nobody would have fucking gave a shit, dude. But you go with the Bad Bunny and everybody goes mad, and now you got Kid Rock doing another halftime show. To me, that's why I don't like it. But I thought it was all right. I kind of wish there were subtitles, just because like I watch a foreign movie, I want goddamn subtitles.
That was my only thing. I feel like it should have had subtitles so we can know. But I did like the design, and I don't really know Bad Bunny songs. But I mean, he having a hot year. I be seeing him around. He won Grammys.
Seems like a good performer.
Yes, good performer.
And, if you ever saw his thing with WWE, people love him. I'm not saying he's not popular. I just don't know how popular he is with America. Like with the general American audience, to take a poll, I'd actually be interested to see. What's that?
Who would be leading it though? I feel like he low key was like kind of made sense.
It's a good question. Who would be leading it? But that's why I would say maybe like a Charlie XCX, just maybe one of these big major pop artists.
Maybe
It'd be so
Billie
funny if
Eilish.
you followed up with Drake. You go from Kendrick to Drake the next year.
No, I
Hilarious.
ain't gonna lie, and I'm a big Kendrick fan, but I ain't gonna lie.
Prince is 2007. by the
Drake
way.
should be
Prince
Drake
is
should be do the
2007.
Super Bowl next year.
Drake Super Bowl. So I think it would be a crazy bold move. That's why I would
Yes.
say that, right? Because
Yes.
just
And be fair.
imagine
Be
the
fair.
conversation.
And especially, but it's gonna come up to Drake Iceman. If Drake delivers for Iceman, which I don't know if he will, but no,
I don't think the
I
public.
believe in Drake. I just, because I say this and I'm on camera, I forgot. Because Drake, I love you. But, hey, you haven't delivered a classic album since 2016, 2018. We give you your last classic album. Everything after that has been good moments and good music, but not complete projects. I need a soulful classic from top to bottom record, and it needs to be cohesive with transitions, and I need growth and maturity as you age as a man. And I need your pen to be very sharp and hooks, and you have to make us 2 summer hits because you are Drake. Now, I'm asking for a lot, but back is against the wall. You just came off of a monumental career moment. We need to see the biggest comeback we can have. People that went through this before, you going to be the best, or you going to flop? And I want you to succeed, and I want you to kill it, and then I want you to go do the Super Bowl. Because I just like when rap is in a great place. And Drake being in the best position and delivering great music is the best for rap at the end of the day. We need that. We need that.
I like your message, and I feel like you'd be a good coach for Drake. I feel like he needs somebody like in his corner to sit him down, be like, Drake, this is what we got to do. This is what we got to do. And I feel like, what Drake's got probably, likely, is a bunch of yes men who'll just go with what he does. And what he needs is somebody who's like, Drake, listen, we're not in a good position, but here's what we can do.
Yeah,
That's what he needs.
That's real. Now, one thing I will say, I got a little high hopes because he is taking his time. He's
Yeah.
not rushing. That was the thing. He was rushing, but he had contract obligations. But he seemed to be taking his time. Take that time, make that classic.
Well, I think he's also like it's probably just like anything with PR and press where you get a bunch of negative attention. It's probably best to just stay out the spotlight for a little while because your fans are always going to be your fans. They're going to stick around no matter what happens. So, just let it all kind of just keep touring, just keep your head low. And then when it all blows over, now is time to return to the spotlight. And a bunch of people have already proven that's the way to do it. I mean, fucking Kevin Spacey's already doing shit again, guys. If you don't already know, Kevin Spacey's getting work, okay? It's not in these major blockbuster movies, but he's working. He's acting again. All right? All you gotta do is keep your head low. For a while.
I learned that from Travis Scott. Seeing how when it's actually, you know what, I can get something better than that. But I did see when Travis Scott how he PR.
That's
his
actually
way back.
who he popped in right in my mind as I was saying that because he's the other guy I would think of, Astro World and all
Once
that.
that tragedy happened, I just seen they really made him do like this secluded interview with Charlamagne so he can try to be sincere. Come on now, but you know what I'm saying? Now I feel like he was, but it's just the way they prepped it, all that. But I was in college. I went to college in Mississippi, mass communications, and they had Will Smith came to our school and talked to us, but he was there because he was doing his whole PR run and like he was doing a PR run to save brand image because he smacked Chris Rock. And like, we got to talk to Will, but it was like the lesson was also like, hey, he's kind of being like on like a mini silent tour to like build his like, thing back, fan base get like.
This is recently then? How long ago was this?
2023.
See, I don't get it though because yeah, he's doing all that, but then he's going and rapping and being like, disrespect me on the stage, expect me on the stage. So it's like, what do you mean then? Which one are you gonna pick? Like, are you owning the Chris Rock slap thing, or are you trying to like act like it's? Because I don't get the whole PR. I don't get his move. I think he's trying to own it and make it seem like he's doubling down. He's like, I'm I'm the slapper. I think he wants to do that. Where, you know, because there was never a public apology or
Yeah, it wasn't a public apology. And when we was there, we didn't really talk about it. He just gave great life advice. He did give great life advice. And then the freestyle.
Will Smith's an interesting guy. You can never take that away from him. I mean, actors are just crazy people. That's just what it is. We all expect the best of actors, but the thing is, you like them because they're crazy and they can adapt their personalities to anything. It's like most people you know can't do that. They can't just take their personality and mold it to something.
Also,
you're a little bit crazy. I don't think crazy's bad. I'm saying crazy, like, artists are crazy. That's what you should expect from people who are making art, is that they're a little bit crazy. So when Will Smith goes and slaps somebody, it's like, okay, that's bad. But also, Will Smith, we're all probably a little bit crazy, right?
I haven't met any, like, crazy actors.
Wow, come on.
No, like,
I mean, how many actors have you met?
No, I mean,
they're all a little crazy.
No, I mean, like around me, like friends.
Okay.
Friends. Because, like, even my friends that's, like, artists, they'd be like, you know, they just move a certain type of way. I'm my way. You know what I'm saying? We all got our own certain things as just being, like, music artists. And you could be like, oh, all right, this person cares about music. You can see this just in how their body, just their movements, just how they are.
Yeah.
I haven't been around an actor friend that's just crazy about acting to where I can see it in their personality. I've seen it in comedians though. Have like some comedian friends when they're just like, oh my god, this person's like funny, or the way they talk, the way they move, you just know this person's a comedian.
Yeah, maybe I'm just talking to too many comedians because they're a little bit crazy for sure.
Yeah, comedians probably are. Yeah, comedians. Yeah, that makes sense.
You go to an open mic, like a comedy open mic, the crazies walk right in. The crazies are given a microphone. I mean, like, that's the whole thing. That's what an open mic is.
Yeah.
The only bar is writing your name on a piece of paper. That's the only thing stopping you. So I've seen the craziest things of my life at open mics. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, I've seen toothless women sing. I've seen, one time I saw a man, he went on stage and he was on because at the beginning of the mic, he was on his phone and like the host was Joy Gamby, the comedian, and she was kind of making fun of him. And this is at Red Room Comedy Club. And so he's kind of like, you know, he's on his phone. He's kind of like, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, she's kind of teasing him, making fun of him. And then eventually he gets on stage and it's like King something. I can't remember what his name was. And he says like, fuck y'all, fuck this, fuck that, fuck God, fuck Jesus. And it was really when he said fuck Jesus when he lost the room, which I thought was interesting. Like, he could say fuck all this, but as soon as he says fuck Jesus, it's like a God-loving room. They're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's kind of how it went. But it was, what made it even funnier was like he did all that and then he left, and I thought, like, that's an open mic right there. Like, that's what you'd because I don't know if it was performance art in his mind. I don't know what he thought was happening or what.
So he just committed blasphemy and walked out.
But this is the thing. Is later I'm at work, right? And I'm just scrolling on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And I see the owner of Red Room Comedy Club posted a picture of an email that she got. And it's from this guy saying, like, send me a clip of my video. And he wanted the clip of his video. And she's like, sorry, we don't record open mics. So we don't record clips for open mics. And he's like, oh, fuck you, bitch. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, oh, my God, that's the guy. That's the same guy. And that is like an open mic personality.
That's fucking crazy.
That's a real person.
Yeah, that's some Tony Hawk.
This is what it'll teach you. Those people are out there. They're out there just walking around, and they can just walk in and grab a microphone and cause chaos. And when you see that, it's like a reminder of how broad the world really is, I guess.
Real.
You forget, you know. You go to the city, you start riding the train, you start understanding things about life a little bit differently.
But you know, when you realize, hey, the city is low key small.
Yeah.
And like, even just on some
because you
US
start
shit,
seeing the same faces after a while.
Yeah, facts. But it's like the city is small, but the life outside the country is what's big.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's out there? Like, you know, you drive like 20 minutes this way. It's like, actually, like, I've been living here for my whole life and traveling all parts of Chicago. This is my first time being up here. You know
really?
what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like, this is even further. No, this is probably the furthest I ever went north.
No way.
Our facts, like, I think our northwestern. I think
Yeah.
it's a little bit further, but it's like Loyola over here. I'm like, damn, like I never even.
Yeah, because when people aren't from Chicago, I kind of just feel like I should say I'm on the tip. I'm on the north
like
tip.
top, yeah.
Because like literally you go past this and all of a sudden you're in the suburbs.
And once you pass Wicker Park, you like, yeah, you're deep. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for sure.
But I mean, vice versa, right? I mean, I haven't lived here my whole life, but I've been all up and down the lakefront, like from here to downtown. I haven't spent a whole bunch of time south of that beyond maybe the White Sox Stadium. you know? That's probably it. I went to the Science Museum, but that's a little bit farther south. But even then, I just went straight there and back. And I know that's where all the good food is. The South Side. That's what everybody tells me. It's like, there's good restaurants up here. There's good restaurants everywhere, but the South Side's where you get like great Italian beef, like great fucking sandwiches and stuff. All the cheap good food is going to be on the South Side.
I might eat that today.
Because you're going to get expensive good food on the north side. On the south side's where you get the cheap good food. And it's just as good. It just doesn't cost as much.
No, facts. Freddy's. That's what I'm thinking about. Freddy's. Around the White Sox Stadium. That's what I'm probably. Buffalo chicken fries.
Freddy's.
God.
That good?
Yeah, it really is.
See, that's what I need. I need people to give me personal recommendations because I don't even know where to start. And I feel like what I really need is a tour guide for the South Side because I don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going, and that's really the problem, right? Is you need to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, don't go down that street. You know, that's what I need to hear.
No, facts. That's real. Somebody should make that on TikTok.
Chicago tour guide.
Yeah.
Just all the streets to avoid.
Yeah.
This street is owned by this gang. Don't go there
Southside,
unless you're wearing white.
No, facts. You got to be careful where you're at on the South Side.
Do not wear a baseball cap. Baseball caps are interpreted as like it would be a bunch of shit like that would be what you'd have to tell them. Because I mean that's the problem is it's like I don't think Chicago's dangerous. I think it's you need to know where you're going and what you're doing. Like you can't just go anywhere and do anything.
But also Chicago's one of them places where shit is happening randomly anywhere. That's what I feel like make it different.
Yes, but I don't know how irregular that is compared to any other major city. Like that's just crime seeping into like random crime seeping into. I mean, you got it right next door. I mean, like you can't prevent somebody from going downtown and breaking into a jewelry shop. Can you? Not really. Not if fucking you. Not. I don't know if you could ever really stop that from happening. I don't know if it's ever possible.
No, I'm playing.
I don't know. I think it would always happen. Even if you had the perfect world, there's always going to be one asshole who's like, I can get those jewels, bro.
Facts, but I wonder if people get away with it because I actually seen a video on social media somebody just did. So
that's why it came into my mind because somebody did it recently, right? It was the three guys. We're thinking of the same thing.
I
think we're thinking of the same thing.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't that long ago.
No, facts. Yeah, it was three guys though. It was three guys. They came in
and all the comments are like, "Wow, they forget cameras exist. It's 2026."
Yeah, and they were just recording that shit like. Honestly, I'd do the same thing. Honestly, I probably wouldn't even record it. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if I see a jury start getting around them, I'm just gonna be like, mind my fucking business.
Oh, dude, don't involve yourself in that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even probably record. That's like,
I mean, maybe record, but do not walk over there. Like, you're out of your mind. I'm gonna save the day.
Yeah,
that's just because that's like I saw a video of it was two guys getting in a fight in the subway. And I guess not even a fight, right? It was just this guy's talking to this other guy, and he's saying like, "Give me my lighter back," because it was like you can tell what happened. The guy asked him for, "Oh, can I use your lighter?" He said yes, being nice. And then the guy didn't give him his lighter back, like because it's probably just some random ass guy who's just some dick who's thinking he's probably homeless or whatever, and he's thinking I need a lighter. I'm just gonna ask at people for their lighter and then not give it back. That's probably all it was.
Damn.
So. The other guy is like, give me my fucking lighter back. Come on, give me my fucking lighter back. And he's trying to strong arm this guy. And so then, watching this video, I'm seeing, okay, this was interesting. Train's coming. And the crazy guy that's keeping the lighter grabs the other guy and throws him in front of the train. And the other guy dies because he was hit by the train. And I think the moral of the story is you do not interact with people like this, right? If somebody takes your lighter, like if you're not in a situation where it's in your best interest to like stand up for yourself,
not that serious.
You're gonna die over a lighter. Is that what you're gonna do? Because that's literally what could happen. You don't know how crazy this person is. You're just talking to some random guy who just stole your lighter. So I feel like that's the problem. It's like, like I was once punched by a crackhead on the train, so I was sitting in the front of the train, and I did not really fight back. But in my mind, that was the right thing to do because fuck do I know about this crackhead? Like, unless I know martial arts and I can restrain this guy, like, what? Maybe he's got like a switch. Like, what's the fuck is he punching me for? Like, what is he even punching me for in the
he was
first
like tweaking
place?
and stuff.
He was tweaking. Yes, he was like talking to himself and tweaking, and then I happened to make eye contact with him, and then the story just goes from there. Before I know it, he's standing in front of me. Yeah, I think he said something along the lines of like, you want to get like punched, you want to get like I ought to punch you, and I had like a headphone in, and so I like pulled the headphone out, and I said like, excuse me, and I said it exactly like that, but he probably thought I meant that like, excuse me, but I meant like, excuse me, like, are you threatening me? Because I don't know what's going on, and I think he already had his hand cocked and ready to go because it was like a whop, it was like. Swinging your arm around for maximum.
Oh wow!
He used gravity against me, and I remember everybody around went, ah! And I was just like, why? And then the other thing that makes me think it was more calculated, because someone told me this later on, and I never even thought about this, was people who assault people on the subway often do it when you get to a stop, because then you can run off and you're not stuck on the train. Because if you assault somebody and you're stuck on the train with them, it's a little awkward, don't you think? You gotta get out of there.
Yeah.
So they wait till it stops and then they do it, and then they can run off. And that's what happened. Wow. So I think that's what he did. I think he was... And I swear to God, the next day I was going to work again because, of course, I was on my way to work. So I had to like text my work with my bloody face and be like, hey, I don't know if I can make it. Just because I figured that legitimizes me if I send them a selfie.
Yeah, that's right.
They'll believe me. And they're like, oh, my God, okay. And so then the next day I'm on my way to work. I see the same guy with the same crazy eyes. But I think and I see him and I'm thinking, oh, fuck, like, come on, like, fuck, no, dude. Yeah. And I'm not like scared or anything. I'm just thinking, oh, fuck, like, please, no, like, do not look at me and like, remember me. But then he made eye contact with me and he just looked right past me. It was like he didn't even remember me. And that made me really realize I was just the person who happened to be there. Like, it had nothing to do with me at all. And that's why you don't fight back again, folks. It had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Who am I standing up for? Like, I'm telling you, you just, unless they're going to kill you and they're already killing you, just find a way to get out of the situation. That's the best thing I could say, because you don't know what's going on. You just don't know. They could be way crazy. It's like road rage. That's why I don't flip people off on the road. You don't know how crazy they are. You might be crazy, but that motherfucker might be Ted Bundy.
No, you ain't never lied. You gotta be careful. You gotta just value your life. You gotta value your life.
That's what I would say. And like, exactly. Think like, what if this worst case scenario, like, how could this go wrong? Yeah.
Facts. Can't be stuck in pride and ego either. Like, it's times to step up for yourself, but times like crackhead or just safety random situations, you need to. Like,
that's what I'm talking about. Really, it's just people who are out of their mind. Because I think people who they haven't been to a city much, or they haven't been in that type of urban environment much. Maybe you haven't seen a whole lot of that, so you don't understand. Like, it's like being around somebody who's just extremely drunk. Like, you can't communicate with this person.
Yeah, so leave him alone. Leave him alone.
It's like somebody who's on pills who thinks they're being really smart. And you're like, then they're not being really smart. I don't know if you ever talked to somebody deep on pills. But before we lose this train of thought, I should at least say, because Prince was 2007. So it was in the rain-soaked Miami. That's what it says. But also the other iconic...
2007?
That's what it says. I don't know. It might be wrong.
No, that's probably right. But
these are all the iconic performances. We also got U2 in 2002 because it was post 9/11. Okay. We got Beyonce in 2013, the Destiny's Child reunion. Okay. Katy Perry in 2015. Lady Gaga in 2017. I feel like I forgot about that one.
I don't even remember.
Shakira and Jennifer Lopez in 2020. I mean, come on.
2020?
Was that like no audience?
See, that's what I'm liking about, probably. But also, no, it ain't hit yet. COVID ain't hit yet. But that's what I do like what they doing with the Super Bowl selections now. Jay-Z and them running it now. and they are picking current people.
Yeah.
Like, they no longer wait until somebody like 10, 15 years over with to like do that stage. Like, if you the hottest I feel like they kind of do it. Like, if you're the hottest in the world right now, go ahead and do it. And I kind of feel they did that with Kendrick. He was the hottest in the world. You get on the Super Bowl. Bad Bunny, he is the hottest in the world right now. Put him on there. Like,
yeah. Who? The question is, who is the next year? Yeah. Who's the next one?
Drizzy. Go Drizzy, but Drizzy got to step up to the plate. If not, go Billie Eilish. Nobody else takes it this year. Just go ahead, go Billie Eilish.
I was thinking that they should have gotten Nicki Minaj for the Turning Point one for the other halftime show, or what? Maybe it wasn't Turning Point, but if you're gonna do a Kid Rock halftime show and try to do like the Republican like Trump halftime show, you got to get like the All Stars. You got to get Nicki Minaj on there too. It's got to be Kid Rock, Nicki Minaj. I really think that could have turned the tables a little bit. You know, you got the Bad Bunny, Kid Rock, because everybody was just talking about Kid Rock lip syncing. I think like everybody forgot everything else and they just kind of made fun of Kid Rock. The thing about Kid Rock is, if you don't like Kid Rock, you're never gonna like Kid Rock. Kid Rock is like white trash music, and I actually like that, but I can see why people don't. Like, you know, like if you ever heard of ICP, you don't know Kid Rock, so it's like, bow with the da, the bang, diggy, 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 second, the bang.
I know the sound.
It's white trash music. I mean, I would call it like Mountain Dew, Red Bull fueled music.
Oh, it can be hard, yeah.
I don't think it's bad. Like, when I say all this, I say this with love. Yeah. I like this music, but I know why people don't like it, because I feel like they just don't get it. Like, it's kind of like, it's silly. It's almost silly. Like, he's like a cowboy rock star, white trash. And I mean, I think kind of Slim Shady paved the way for all this. I think Eminem came along and rapped about being a cokehead and, like, you know, doing gay shit in the bathroom, and everybody's...
I gotta do my homework with Eminem. I tried to get into Eminem.
I would say that's what he really did different than everybody. If you were trying to pin him in history, it's that. It's like he took rap and kind of made it where you could talk about dumb, crazy shit and you could still sell all these records, because he was talking about wacky stuff, like, you know, again, like, oh, I'm snorting coke off this hooker's asshole, and then I come out the trailer and buy some grass wholesale. Yo, I got a whole rail. I'm doing whole rails. And then like, but he's talking about most rappers trying to make themselves sound cool. He's trying to make himself sound like a loser, sort of. And I think that's kind of the thing that nobody had ever really done. You never really seen somebody like play around like that and like pretend to be the bad guy and pretend to be the asshole like Slim Shady would be. So I think like that's what Eminem does different than ever. And that's why I think that's what Dre saw in Eminem, you know, because before that, white rap is what Ice Ice Baby and Vanilla Ice. That's what comes before Eminem.
I'm so dead.
That was Harlow. White rap. That's what we had.
Industry wise, y'all got Jack Harlow now, but y'all need to give it to Marlon Craft. Marlon
Craft is the shit.
The shit.
Yeah.
The shit. The truth.
I mean, he's been around for a long time too.
Yeah, but he gotta get back consistent. But I know he be dealing with a lot of industry stuff too. Well, not even industry stuff, just like trying to get over that hump. It's tough being an independent artist, especially when you like hit the levels he already has. Probably like still into that, he trying to break through. That he be talking about in his music, but just stay locked in, stay focused, be consistent, and he got his fan base, and he gonna keep growing for sure.
He's just so talented. Plus, I mean, he's one of those people that's kind of bound for success if he keeps going, because he's so fucking talented. Facts. Like, his vision is so strong. I mean, I feel like I can sort of remember the first time I've ever seen anything of his, because he's that memorable. He really has his own voice. And like I said earlier about how rap, you need people like move things forward. Yeah. He's one of those people that I think like he does what I want to see, where it's like you need people to bring old school back in a new form. That's what will bring consciousness back to rap in my mind. It's rap used to be very cerebral, and someone like him is so cerebral and thoughtful in everything he's doing. It's like a Kendrick. Yeah. Like Kendrick's the ultimate example of what I'm talking about, where he's like the perfect blend of old school and new school all the time. I think J. Cole does that pretty well too. Yeah. But I like J. Cole from probably 5 8 years ago more than J. Cole now. I think he was really doing it then, and then he kind of went, and then he hung out with Drake a little bit too much.
But the fall off was
because it's hard to blend the two. It's so hard to blend the two, and I think old school hip hop it just held on to something that new school doesn't do quite the same. New school is so much more style, so much more. It's not so much about what you say. It's about how you feel. It's about how it's about what you represent. And I don't. That to me, that doesn't resonate as much as what you can do with words. And someone like a Marlon Craft pushes that bar forward, and that's what a Lil Wayne did so well. You look at like the 2000s again, that era. Lil Wayne was always so lyrical, but also he's so simple. He wasn't that complicated. Like all his punchlines are just like one line. They're all one-liners half the time. Like Lil Wayne's kind of not that hard to understand.
I feel like Lil Wayne is the metaphor king though, but I feel, so like his double entendres is out of this world. But I felt like that's low key like with the merging of like young rap and then like older rap. I feel like that's where you get artists like myself. Honestly, like my next single that comes out Friday, I Love the Game. It's just like. It is that like I feel like I'm bringing back hip. No, bringing it back is like too much. But
you think
like,
it's your Kendrick Control verse?
no, it's not because I didn't say names. Like I didn't have to say names. Like no, it's not my Kendrick Control verse. Cause I seen people in the comments like kind of wanting that. It's like no, that's not the case. I'm talking about a general people, but also if you feel a way about the song, you should ask yourself why.
Yeah.
Because nobody's name.
So what made you want to write it in the first place then?
Because I was coming off a point of me being 24 years old, being kind of more like, getting more established in the Chicago underground game, like kind of making my chops and like making my legacy. And there was a situation where a frustration on certain Chicago relationships and a frustration on kind of, it started as, it just... I could be so political about it, but it just felt like big bro up in this bitch, and it's like, hey, I'm killing shit. And actually, wait, do me killing shit and building the game, I see who with me and who not with me. So we just go and dress that in some raw ass shit. And it's just like, you just address that in some raw ass shit. But then just go on to like just having the verse, just kind of just like popping my shit in a way of being like, this is hip hop. Like I'm also seeing what's going on in the underground, just being like, hey, I want to just bring back hip hop more too, because I feel like, I'm like breaking into scenes that's kind of being able to be in the middle, because I come from like a real rager scene. I wouldn't even say a crazy rager scene, just trap, rage, new shit, fresh shit. But then like being like, who gonna bring that substance with it as well? Just kind of making that a part of my versatility, which I feel like is like a part of my versatility, but best gift also while I'm rapping. So yeah, and then just like once you get, then just also testing myself as like a songwriter, cause it's like when you get songs like Baby Fro, if like kind of, which is I Love the Game back like maybe like 2 years ago, you now hear like the hooks being like way stronger within like the hip hop. So now it's like, damn, okay, he out here rapping his ass off to this crazy extent, but then he has a hook with it. Oh, he's fucking making real records. And then like with the second verse being like the flow is so fucking good to where it's a level of like high level rap, just up there with the Kendricks and the J. Coles. It's like, oh, we're really hearing this nigga like really take his flow to that level and shit. Oh, it's over with. It's over with. And I'm making sound effects within my stuff, so you getting still a sonic experience within it. And I'm popping it like it's just nasty. It's just nasty.
I need to do more sound effects, and so that's what I was thinking. Didn't you have like a ring, like a ding 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 ding?
Yeah.
So like, see, I need to do more shit like that, because I mean, like it's like ad libs where it just adds layers.
And I did no ad libs for that song, and it was intentional to just let that space be there, but just making that sonic experience, But and then telling my story within it too. So it was just tough. And yeah, I feel like my favorite part, where I feel like it was my best song so far, as like my like growth as an artist and like hitting a new level through every song. My voice, I feel like my voice and my diction was like next level. So then it's like, damn, like it's not no like flat line. Like we yelling, we screaming. I hear the most evil parts of my Gemini voice within that. I hear it. It's just the tones. It's just like, nigga, that's hip hop, and like that shit cold, and like motherfuckers can feel a way about it. I'm sorry, but I just know if you with me, you with me. Like if you're not, you're not, and fuck you, respectfully, not respectfully, but it just gotta be on that. And I just feel like I am hip hop, and I feel like that was another thing, like with the first line also coming in of being like, this game got me fucked up. Didn't I just sell out shoes and drop my nuts? It's also, you get to a point of realizing like, can't nothing hold you back. Can't no man hold you back. Can't shit hold you back. Like every door that guy got for you he gonna keep open just for you. So sometimes when people acting weird and shit, you just gotta be like, fuck them. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But also I come from that rapper shit to where if I feel a way, I'm going to go say that on record. So don't even fuck with me. I am a rapper. Me and my friends talk about this all the time. Like, we rap. Like, we not finna sit here and be on the internet talking. I barely like talking on the internet unless I gotta say something to my fans to let them know about my life. I'm going to go in that studio and I'm going to talk.
Excuse me. I thought, okay, so I get this idea that a lot of people, and I think it goes for most art forms. I don't think it's just rap. But I get the sense that a lot of people are role playing. And it's like they don't really want to be a rapper. They want to be a rapper, meaning that they have this version of a rapper in their mind. And I think one of the things you touch on in the song is like this idea of like people who want followers and they give a fuck about, like, they get some followers and they get some likes and now all of a sudden they think that they matter.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like you're completely, like, people who think like that, they're not rappers. They're like, people who think that way are not artists. They're not, because if you give a fuck about that, you're doing it all wrong.
Well,
like, you can care about that, but that should not change what you're doing at all, or else you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
That should just be a thing that just helps. Like, followers and people liking your shit, that stuff shouldn't change you. It shouldn't make you like think that you matter any more than you thought you mattered before. It should just be like, it should be a reminder of why you're doing what you're doing, and that should feed into the art. It shouldn't be like, oh, I'm the shit, so now I can't make anything bad. But people think that this shit really, and also people think that like 1,000 followers matter. People think 5,000 followers matter. Like, no number really matters. Like, what really matters is if you have like 100 dedicated people who will come out to a show, who will buy your stuff. That's the number that really matters. Because if you have enough people that would support you, you're kind of set for life. If you just get people who will support you, then a follower count is the last thing that's going to be important.
What I was touching on within the song during that part was, because people can't be characters within their music. I understand that.
Yeah.
And I like when people do that. But particularly, and who am I to say, but I'm talking about hip hop right now. That was like, it like, hip hop, like, I don't know. I don't know. I
well,
go
and that's the other
I go
thing,
and
right?
I rap my life. When I go to the mic, I go and rap my life. I don't go to be anything else. I have friends in my music say, "Hey, you be too honest," but that's my thing. I don't know. I get my full start. Like, my rap name is Dwayne Neff. That's my full first last name. I just keep my shit real to the core. But I feel like that's hip hop. But when I'm not even mad at a substance, where I said you lacking substance. What I mean by that, and what I'm saying that shit whack regardless of followers, is people can have their own thing. People can have their own style. People can have their own swag. But if you talking about bullshit, I can't defend that. And like, shit, I don't care about the person that got 500 followers or got 2 fans. But if they shit raw to me because they authentic and they making some real raw shit, I fuck with them.
Right.
Speaking while we even hear, like, some artists that might not even have the biggest followings that I just fuck with they shit because they're just tough. Don Ali, Kanye, Asho Omega, and it's hella more. But like, them like 3 rappers and seven that you had up here.
Yeah, dude,
really,
he's
like,
incredible.
Yes,
Yeah.
like, just real artists that's really rapping, that's really popping their shit, really talking their shit, authentic. And it's amazing artists all throughout the Chicago scene, but I just wanted to give them some specific love because every time that I see them rap, they come with that energy, that authentic hip hop.
And to me, it's like, so what you're saying too, again, like with it being about craftsmanship and you caring about hip hop, like, to me, that's the mark of someone who's an artist. And that's why this type of thing, it's like, I just think most people aren't even really artists, and they don't even realize they're not even real artists. Like, they can't even help themselves. They're just not. Like, it's just not in them. But like, the thing you have to be kind of crazy to be an artist. Like, you have to be like, what would make you want to do that? Like, what would make you want to constantly top yourself and be better and like because I think like rappers especially, that should be your goal. Like, if you're really a rapper and you're really about hip hop and you're an MC, you want to constantly prove you're the best. Like, I heard Kendrick say once that he's always proving to himself that he's the best.
Yes.
And to me, that's like the that's the reason he is who he is, because he's always to himself. He's not good enough, and it's always like, okay, well, how do I prove that I'm the GOAT? Like, yeah, I've done all this shit already, but now I got to work on this next verse. And that's why every single Kendrick feature is so fucking awesome. Like, you can just go through his features, and it's hard to even pick a favorite out of those because they're all so different from each other. And I feel like, you know, he's like you have to look for people who are like your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Like, it's like that type of thing where there's just some people who like really do. And when you're talking about the best, when you're talking about people who do it the best, it's kind of hard to say because you defining it by commercial value? Because then you could say the best is this guy, but I honestly think the best rappers, the best musicians are the people who are kind of a little underground that you got to look for, because they don't have that commercial value, because they're too good. They're just too technical. They're too far out there. But I mean, like, so... But those are the people I love the most. All this shit where you get lost in the sauce, and it's like the people. Like when I'm watching someone perform, like Seven, you said him. When I saw him perform, I was like, oh, this guy's a real performer. Like, oh, this is a rapper. Like he's doing this because he thinks this is what he's supposed to do. Yeah. But whereas you can just feel that type of shit. It's authentic. It's different than if you see somebody who's role playing. That's why I would even call it that, because I just see people doing this.
That's real though.
And I'm like, oh, I don't think they're really I don't think this is really calling them. But then you'll see people where it's like they're like just pouring themselves out there. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what he's here for. Like, this is what it's all about. Yeah.
Damn,
and that shit fuels me.
You just really made me think about something, because I know I give that feeling to my fans. But now I'm also thinking like, damn, like people like really like paying a ticket to go see you, and then like being there, then like want to see you out there and speak. It's like, and they come with that same energy, like that shit amazing. Like, I can't take that shit for granted.
No, dude, like, no way. And the more and more you get that, the better and better it is, right? Because
it's like, within my last show, and we did amazing numbers, and I had a lot of people I knew there, but then also I was in performing, being like, I don't know that person. But you kind of just like going through it like, I don't know that person. Like, I see you, like, wait, why are you jumping crazy with everybody? You leading the mosh pit, but I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, and then they speak to you afterwards, but you moving. It's like a lot of stuff in the show. You know what I'm saying? But then afterwards, I was like thinking like, damn, that was a real fan. Like, that was like somebody you don't know. Like, he listened, he like, it's just like, damn. But just also knowing like, I can't be I'm just very grateful for the support my fans have been showing me, seriously.
I think
because they really keeping this stuff alive.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm like, even when I'm dropping these reels and I'm like posting, I'm just seeing like people reposting it themselves. Like, that mean a lot. Like, because it's also not on the strength of like, oh, we know you. Like, bro, like, we don't know you and we just like, boom. I feel like it's even better when it's like this like super underground stage versus like when it's like super marketing budget, you can really get out there. But when you on this level and doing it, that meaning like it's mattering and shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm just saying I'm super excited for the fans, because that's what I'm saying. The fans love it. Like, oh my God, like, y'all, I had to go in there and deliver y'all that verse. Oh my God, yes, y'all with me. Y'all know, fuck these niggas, man. We rapping for real. And y'all know I delivered that crazy second verse, and it was crazy. Like, because I've been seeing all the reviews and stuff and the hype for it. It's like, man, I'm excited, but I'm excited for them to hear it, because it's like,
well, you don't have a whole bunch of other like aggressive songs like that, like newer ones, right?
No.
Maybe you did songs like that in the past.
23. It happened. It's 2020, but not like that. I ain't never been this aggressive. But it's like they know. I feel like they hear it like, oh shit, like, yeah, we feel you, because we right here with you. But this is my thing though, where I'm saying like, all right, if you feel away, you gotta really ask yourself why. Because this the thing, my friends that hear the song, they're not thinking, oh, he's talking about me. They just enjoying the rap. Why? Because they're with me.
Yeah.
So like, even people that don't know, like, well, that's like listening and like tap and show love, but then like they might not be like close circle. It's like they even just like, oh, like a fan. I don't know. It's a song that I feel like other rappers are a fan of the song.
Yeah.
This I haven't even dropped, and I'm really excited though, because I even began like some national attention. I'm like, okay, this gonna be a nice little drop, and I got a classic cover art for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, which I didn't know if I was gonna bring another classic cover art because I take my cover art seriously. I was nominated for best cover art last year for the album. I lost. It was voting. It was fan voting.
Nominated where? On what? Was it on like a magazine or a website? Where was it?
It was
nominated?
through BK Bakery. It's like this like publication community that I love to the course of my heart. Shout out BK and all them boys. And it's like a situation like that. This is what I mean. I'm a rapper, and I loved him. I haven't even spoke to him about it, but hey, I love you guys so much. Like, and I know you did. You don't have to take it as a diss. But during my campus culture freestyle, that was when I said, fuck cover art. I want album discussions. Let's pull out the data and check all the numbers. So I'm not saying in that situation, fuck the awareness that you guys giving me. No, I love you guys to the death and core. But no, fuck cover art. I want album discussions. Let's pull out the data and check all the numbers. I want to be in the best album category. I don't want best cover art category. Yeah. But as a rapper, it's my job to go to the mic and say this direct because the fans love it, the people love it, and I think they respect it too, and they should.
What was the idea with the cover art then? Like, what was? Because I mean, it's a photo of you. I would assume it's like in your room.
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah.
So what's the idea?
You know what? It's like the process. It's the process. It's how we got here. It's the whole creation of everything. But it's the whole creation, I would say, of my life. Like, during the whole music thing. Like, you see, it's just me in my room, how this shit is built. But it's like, you get it. But also, it's like because we had within the rollout, also, we had other pictures. So it's like, also showing, like, when I look at it, it's like, I can see kind of.
So what you mean, like you did a whole photo shoot type of thing?
Yeah. And it was just like, I feel like
Remember back in the day when you'd open up the CD and it'd have all the different pictures?
Yes, and I feel like it would be so thorough, but we ain't got CD money. CDs are very expensive to like really put a cover on there. But
you gotta drop a record or two. You know? No. Just have like one special edition record with all the photos on like an inner lining or something.
No bad.
Your biggest fan can buy it.
If J. Cole came to Chicago, I wanted to give it to him, but he ain't want to come to Chicago. J. Cole, we beefing on that. That was so fucked up.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, why would he not come to Chicago for, like, the little driving tour? Like, why? How don't you come to Chicago?
Who knows? Maybe he's got beef with local gangs or something.
Nah, J. Cole too peaceful. But, man.
He's kind of like the rap Gandhi. You're right.
Nah, facts.
But yeah. So it's the process. That's the idea.
It was like the process. You had the instruments that was just made with it. It's like, even like my shit is scattered. It's like kind of showing like I within that cover art, especially being the first one, it's like I feel like you can look at it and be like, he was exactly here. I can look at it and be like, this is a time step of my life and where I was. So you can see that visually. And then once you get even to the music, it's kind of still deep. No, it is deep shit. It's about real shit. The whole project, it's like, this is exactly who he is. This is exactly where he was at this point in my life. Yeah, I feel like.
Well, yeah, I think music in general is a sort of time capsule.
Yeah.
And I always like to look at it that way. And the longer and longer you make art for and all this, the more and more that phenomena presents itself. I mean, I've made music for now over half my life. So 13 years.
Tough.
Yeah, so since 2012, like right around then. And it's just so crazy to go back and look at like 2013, 2014, 2015, just the different things. Because I don't think any of it's bad. But you can see such a natural evolution in yourself. But not even just that, you can see what you once were. Like you more than anybody. You can look back at your art and be like, oh, I remember exactly what headspace I was in when I made this. Yeah. And why I made this and where this comes from. And you almost don't even realize you're doing it at the time when you make things. But later on, like the stuff you're making now, like you're going to go back and look at that cover art in particular and be like, that's the spot. Like, just like you just said, because that's how it all works, right? It's always a point in time.
I want to show you this cover art for this new drop.
Okay, yeah, I'm interested. And you say, so you normally put a lot of thought in your cover art? It's important?
I do, but I don't, because sometimes I'll be trying to move. But it usually end up just being good. But I know when I get them ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm glad we got one of them ones.
Cover art matters more than people realize.
It really does.
It's what people are staring at.
It adds longevity to the record. Like, if your cover art not good, it's probably not going to go that far.
Especially an album.
No, facts.
Oh, this is cool.
Oh God,
that's cool, dude. I'm gonna walk over there so the camera can really see it. But I like that a lot. I like that you want to describe to people like what the idea is or anything.
It's like, it's just really this focusing in on hip hop. The song is very hip hop. It's just bringing that vibe back. But then like I feel like the nuances is that I'm picking up a Kendrick Damn album, and it's like that's like within that it's like, it's kind of a record that inspired the song. Like, you know what I'm saying? I take a lot of inspiration from him and the voice and the diction and the tones I was trying to pull off. Also the hatred I was trying to pull off. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to tap into my inner Gemini.
Kind of reminded me of the Black or the Berry when you describe like the anger and the delivery. Like, it reminds me of the delivery on the Black or the Berry where it's just
wow, that
angry
was the song?
yelling.
Wow.
Because I think that's probably Kendrick's, like, it's arguable, but that's probably his like most aggressive delivery,
Yeah,
if I had
probably.
to think, because he kind of yells that whole song.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he yells like that in any like quite like that in any other song.
That's real.
Kendrick also, one thing I will say that he does better than most other artists is inflection and like using his voice differently, because I think
Yes.
also that's just something that a lot of hip hop artists just don't really do
Yeah.
or understand the value of. Like
Facts.
just like for me, I'll even find like I'll use my voice differently than I thought I was going to. I'll have something written and I'll have it like how I think it's going to sound, but then I'll have the headphones on and I'll be in front of a microphone and I'll be like, oh, this sounds so much better if I just talk like this.
Yeah.
My most popular, I was never able to release it, and it's such a shame because I remember like it was when I used to like be scrolling out TikTok and I would wait till I'd find like either one of these beat challenges, like open verse challenges, or it would be just some random beat, right? It's just some beat video. And this was like a guy drumming, and he's drumming and he's also dribbling a basketball. And so I remember as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, this is perfect. And I wrote it, and like the only way this type of thing would work is if I said it the exact way I say it, because otherwise it just sounds like, I don't know, like, I think, let me make sure I got it. I don't think I have it on my phone, so I think I just have to rap it. Spit that shit to make your mouth. Yeah, I don't think I have it on here. All right, so it goes, spit that shit to make your mouth dribble. Drop that shit to make the ground wriggle. I'm so sick to make the house wiggle. I'm an old school OG. Hear the sound ripple. It's mathematic. I clap the black back, the black back. But it's just like that. You have to rap it in like the Danny Brown voice. You have to do it like that. Because if I rap it in any other voice, it's not as effective. But it's shit like that where it's just like you kind of have to just like experiment and just do random shit.
Facts.
And I think that's kind of why I always like that I've recorded my own music, because I think when you're paying for studio time and all this, you don't do that as much.
That was another when I like continue to roll out the song, that's another like
to bring it back.
It's like it was also a testament to me to where my growth was as just my skill level, because it was like I mixed that song myself, but that was the first time I ever got a mix done in one mix.
What do you mean?
Like, so I
like in one session, you mean?
Not in one session, but so usually when I be mixing songs, I mix it. I be like, oh, I hear this wrong, or it's not really translating across all.
And you'll like bounce it a couple times.
Mix 9, mix 10. That was the first time. I'm like, damn, mix 1. So it showed like,
dude, I'm terrible at mixing my own. Like my problem, I've always mixed my own shit. The thing I consistently get wrong is my voice. I think I always make my voice a little too loud. I think I don't know what it is. I think like in my mind, I'm always worried, oh, they're not going to know what I'm saying. But like, I don't, maybe it's also, I told you I don't listen to music that much.
Because it's crazy.
Because with rap, you don't need your voice that loud. Like you're actually kind of, if you want to ride the beat right, you actually got to pull your voice back a little bit.
Yeah.
So that way you can let the beat shine. And the way you're riding the beat shines better because you're not overpowering it. But my natural urge is like to crank that shit up.
No, it's funny. A lot of my friends that mix their own records too do that. And I feel like that's what like switched my mixing game recently. I'm like, I really got it like that, and it's crazy because I'm finna get some sauce. Oh yes, facts. I'm finna get some sauce to the people, and I know it's gonna probably sound vague. And if I was listening to this, I would not understand it because I remember like being it. But one day it just clicks. Like it just clicks. It's like really just master your fundamentals. Like if you just master your EQ and compression, you're good. In your levels, you get the levels, you get your EQ right, and you get your compressions right. But the thing is, you don't have your compression loud, like
what do you when you say like what do you mean?
When I put the compressions on and I start hearing the input, you like turn up the inputs like because you want your vocals to start getting louder.
Yeah.
As soon as I hear that, like my voice is finna sound any type of robot-y, I instantly stop. And then you really have to.
So what I do is I subchain. So I'll use like 3 or 4 compressors, but I have them all like lightly doing it.
I do too.
Yeah, because I feel like that's how you can avoid it.
2A vibe.
What? Oh, okay. Wait, say that again.
CLA 76.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think I'm using the same thing actually. I'm
To
pretty
2A.
sure I'm using the same thing. Or maybe the LA 76 is the second one I'm using because I have the Slate
Digital.
I have the Slate Digital like pack thing.
Yeah, facts.
Then they have their master bus or their little bus, and with that bus I have the compressor on there, and I use like 2 to 3 of those, just depending. I don't know. To me, I like a compressed vocal, but I like it to sound like finely compressed. I don't want it to sound just squished.
Yeah.
I want it to sound like everything's raised just enough. Like it's the same thing
Facts.
with this podcast. I try to get it to a point where it's like NPR like compressed, not just squished into a fucking square, because that's what makes it pop. I think like it's what makes because you know it makes the quiet parts. I guess is what the way you'd put it is. You want to retain dynamics is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Because you over compress and you do it mindlessly, you lose all of the dynamic range you had.
Yeah.
And the problem with modern music is dynamics have been out the window for the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
So like we just gave up on that. As soon as the loudness wars began and all of this,
Facts.
dynamics are gone, dude. The records had dynamics, vinyl, and fucking even like in the 90s we had dynamics. But now I just wonder how like rock music has been affected by that, because you look at wave files now, they're way more square like. They used to have shape and they used to have form, and now they don't. And it's because everything's just supposed to be loud, and it's not even like you can fight it because we're all streaming music. So if you want your music to not sound too quiet on streaming, guess what? It has to be too loud. That's the
facts.
only way it's gonna not.
I don't like that Apple Music and Spotify be trying to mess with the records.
Well, that's exactly the type
That's
of
the
thing.
worst.
It's like LUFS, and it all has to do with loudness range. And if you get your shit loud enough, you don't have to worry about it as much, because like what it really is people started to notice because they would upload their music and they'd be like, why does this sound different than what I mixed? And it's because it's trying to get it to an average LUFS level, and LUFS is like loudness something. And so if it's not loud enough, then Spotify's algorithm and these algorithms will try their best to make it loud enough.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't sound as good when you go to listen to it. And it's all about, again, like folks, dynamics and range and a bunch of music nerd shit. But it all matters.
No,
this is all stuff
facts.
that you don't even know is happening. And when you
Like-
listen to a good song, you don't know that this is the reason you like it. But a mix is the most. You could have the perfect song and just mix it badly.
You know
so much of
who
my
that-
earlier songs are just that. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
good, but
No,
it's just
facts.
mixed so bad that it never had a chance.
No bad.
It's actually sad to me how much of my early material was wasted on my bad mixing skills.
Nah, facts. I ain't even gonna lie. We all go through that though. You know what I'm saying? It's just the what you call it, hard knock school. Of
Isn't
hard
it funny
knocks.
though? Because like you'll remember it better, and then you'll go back and listen to it.
Yeah, it was
and be
good back
Oh, this
then."
is bad.
It was good back then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I have so many songs I like in my memory. It's like that was a good song. I don't know why I never did good. And then I go back and listen to it. And I'm like,
Don
makes me want to
Toliver-
remix them now. Like if I got the files still, and then go back and bring it back to the
You just gotta keep 'em
laboratory.
dirty. You just gotta keep them dirty. You know?
Exactly. You just gotta let it go. It's like calling your exes.
No, facts though. Facts. Just gotta let it go.
Just let her go.
Don Toliver mixes on his new album is Insanity.
Mhm.
Like
A good, yeah, because
206 Derek.
I haven't heard it. Is it that good?
Yeah, yes, it's crazy.
Okay.
It's probably the best. It's the best album of the year for sure.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie. Actually, within, it's probably gonna be one of my top 10 best albums of all time. Honestly, because I have not played an album this much since Travis Scott Asteroid in 2018.
Nice.
So that's saying a lot. Like it's March at this point, and ever since that drop, I play that shit every day, probably like top to bottom still.
Because
And
the mix is so good, like the whole album. I mean, everything about it's great.
the production 10 out of 10, damn near 11 out of 10.
Wow.
The mixing is an 11 out of 10 because ain't nobody matching the mix, and the vocal effects is fucking out of this world.
Wow.
And then Don Toliver is songwriting his ass off. He has these hooks that's infectious. His melodies is on point. Flows on point. It's just crazy. It's nasty, and people don't really know because it's like, you know how it's hard to make a superstar now.
Yeah.
Don Toliver is fucking coming, and I hope y'all know that. Don Toliver is going to be the real one, and he's coming, and it's fucking legit, because it's like a lot of shit be fake now, but his numbers are showing it. So it's like, because you know when you can see when people numbers are fake, even industry people, you like, oh, they just boosted his numbers, but you don't feel the impact. Don Toliver's fucking coming, y'all. Y'all got 3-4 months. When that summer hits and people go back outside and people gonna be like, oh, who music do people know? Don Toliver's gonna be at the top of that list. Because one, he sold like 173K records, somewhere around that number, and he doesn't sell like that. This is like he's like peaking. Like he never sold 100K before. I think his last one was at 77. So for him to go past 100, that shit's being streamed a lot. Okay. But then also in the past 3 months, his album's been number one for like 5 to 6 consecutive weeks, and that's little to no promotion on the back end. So it's less than, we wasn't like preparing as a fan base. We wasn't preparing for this album. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for him to drop it like that, the numbers to be what it is, that's showing like, oh, people are waking up and playing this album every day. And it's like, I can say that for myself, because like, didn't I think about it? No, I've been playing this shit every day. Yeah. And it's looking nasty. And if you're on TikTok, because he even had me making TikToks about the album. That TikTok world, it's hella creators. I bet you I got like 3 comments this morning from somebody commenting on my Don Toliver TikTok. Somebody commented on the day. It's one of my best performing content, because some Don Toliver fan is coming back, circling back to be like, no, this is my favorite. And what make the album a classic, nobody has a favorite song. Every song stands so good. Everybody got a different favorite song. That's when I knew it was over in the classic. That 5 to 6 song run, because like, you had the beginning, the first 4 albums, the first 4 songs are crazy. So you're like, oh, you have your first 4 songs is crazy. Okay, bet we're fucking with you for sure. Then now the middle is kind of niche. Like, it is a little niche, and like, people say it's a repetitive sometimes, but it's his own stylistic thing, and I think it's actually just like his style. And it's like good, but it's not like, that's like the good range of the album. But then it hits this point where you get from Tuition to K9 to fucking Excavator to fucking Gemstone to Opposite to Tee Me Up. And you're like, oh, I just heard some of the best music out. And it's fucking 7 songs in a row. And you're like, that's fucking crazy. And then it's like, yeah. And then the outro is good. So it's like, yeah, fucking classic. And I literally been playing this shit so fucking much. He's instantly probably gonna be my top number 1 person to listen to. But also, I love Don. I always fuck with Don. But Don wasn't like this before for me. You know what I'm saying? To this magnitude. This is like oh shit. Like, you remember where you was when that shit dropped, when you heard that first sequence. You remember that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Don Toliver. Yeah.
I didn't know it was that good.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I realized how popular Don Toliver was.
Because he's been doing stadiums. But that's the thing, the internet's so different. You know, everybody, that's the thing, you could be the biggest in the world, you still not on my algorithm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but Don, the truth, the coming. And he make fun songs. I feel like he's our generation T-Pain. Like, he's making songs for the club.
Wow.
So it's fun music too. So it's like, and then the hooks.
Our generation's T-Pain's a strong statement.
And I stand by that.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to take that into consideration. Everybody listen to Don Toliver. Let us know in the comments. Because
I'm doing free promo for my boy, because I fuck with it that hard. Yeah. I love good music.
I'll let you know, because I'm interested. I want to like it. I want to like it, especially after everything you said. Like, if I hear all that stuff you just said and then I don't like it, I'm going to be really let down. I'm going to have to, like, I don't know, figure out what's wrong with me at that point.
Fact, but you got to just let it sink in sometimes, too. Plus, it's, like, environmental. You know what I'm saying? I got Don.
Okay. Yeah. And that's, like, the majority of what you've been listening to, then, I presume.
That and J. Cole.
J. Cole. New J. Cole.
Yeah.
What's the new J. Cole?
The Fall Off.
Oh, I haven't heard his new album.
Now, I love it, but what I feel like the album is great. I feel like it's a little niche, though. So it's like, but you love hip hop. You like hip hop. So I already know like you would probably like it. So it's like
I'll probably like it.
I
don't know. I didn't like his album previous. I didn't like his previous album as much. This is,
I feel that.
I like J. Cole. I felt like J. Cole was kind of doing what he had spoken against for a long time, where it's like he's all about substance and he's not about like 'cause the thing is, you can make party music and you can make that type of music, but it's about what you're ultimately pushing in the end. And I felt like in his last album, it didn't feel like it was
the off-season one or the which one?
Which I think it had a black cover. Let me look up what it looks like, because if I see the cover art, I'll remember which one it is. J. Cole albums. I'm talking about not the Fall Off, but whatever was before that. I think.
Gotta check out that Fall Off though.
Which
It was
one
great.
Was it? I don't even think it was Might Delete Later. Maybe it was Might Delete Later.
I didn't listen to that. I didn't really listen to that much. I listened to it like maybe like 3 months ago for the first time. But that's because it was just too much going on with the Kendrick and Drake thing. I didn't even tap into it, honestly.
Yeah, I think it was Might Delete Later.
I was just mad that he backed out at the time, so I wasn't like really listening to him.
Well, and even that, right? It was like it didn't make J. Cole look the best because he kind of just wanted to play both sides, but then he still dropped a song dissing
he
Kendrick.
Just should have never dropped a song.
Yeah, that was
the ultimate mistake. Like if he just should have never dropped a song. Once he dropped the song,
I liked that he did that, but then he didn't. Then he just backed up right away.
I respect it because it's okay. I respect it because he at the end of the day he said he made a mistake and corrected it. I can't be mad at nobody that do that.
Yeah.
But I will say like you was gonna drop it like at that point stand on it.
That's how I feel.
From there,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's hip hop.
And I ain't even gonna lie, I felt like, because that's the thing, after listening to the album, it's like, I don't care, because I love J. Cole. Like, he just delivered what we needed from him for soul music. And we realized that's what it's all about. But I love Cole, but he can't say that he don't feel like no type of effect from that. Like, you kind of lost number one place, and you had a chance to get it. And I ain't even gonna lie, like, if I was him, I would have battled Kendrick, because it just makes... Because I feel like one thing also we were robbed from the hip hop community is when y'all beef, y'all were really just gonna be rapping. I don't feel like y'all have to have hate towards each other to rap versus each other.
Well, yes and no, right? Because it depends on the feud you're talking about. Like a Drake versus a Kendrick, there's too much backstory for there not to be hate. I actually think that's kind of what adds the nuance for it to be okay for J. Cole to maybe drop out, because maybe J. Cole wrote that song and then he realized, oh, this goes a little bit deeper than I thought. Like maybe Kendrick gave him a phone call, or maybe somebody said something to him and they were like, and he was like, oh, like I thought, okay, maybe I'm gonna stay out of this one, because he would have ended up on Team Drake, and maybe he doesn't know all about whatever. Like he's not Drake, so he's not gonna co-sign everything Drake's ever done, and he's really not like and he can't go. It can't be a triple threat, so it can't be him versus Drake and him versus Kendrick. So he's gonna end up on Team Drake, and I think in my mind it was like if you're politicking, you probably as J. Cole your best move is to either not drop the song or drop out, because just long run, how's that gonna look? You're probably in the same position Drake's in now, where you're kind of just like riding low and then waiting for your moment to strike. Whereas J. Cole, he's kind of safe. He's kind of been safe. He kind of backed out at a point where if he had stayed in any longer, Kendrick would have eviscerated him. Like if he had just not done the apology, he just dropped the song and left it, Kendrick would have talked some shit about J. Cole for sure. I don't think he would have let that fly. But it was the fact that J. Cole apologized that Kendrick's like, all right, I'll show my mercy towards you, J. Cole. I will not.
That's real. He did leave it.
But because that's, in my opinion, if he hadn't done that, oh, can you imagine? Kendrick would have went all the way.
But it's like...
that would have been
he
something.
Was on record saying, fuck the big three. It's just big me. He was on record saying...
But in my mind, though, when you say that, if you're Kendrick, that's not necessarily a J. Cole diss in the same way that, like, a Control verse isn't a diss towards anybody in particular. Yeah, you're saying everybody's names, but really it's in the spirit of hip-hop. I'm saying, fuck the big three. Yeah, I'm the best. I'm not going to do your group team fucking presentation. I'm the best. Fuck you. That's in my mind.
Smoking
that's what he's saying.
Top 5.
Yeah, exactly. And Kendrick, that's always been Kendrick's attitude.
But this is a thing. Okay, smoking on top 5. Stop playing. I'm that guy. Talking of J. Cole has the right to go say something back. No,
Yeah, because J. Cole,
No.
he's definitely, when
I
you're
didn't
talking
say
about
you
best
had-
rappers right now,
I feel like though it's probably the best decision though. Honestly, it probably was, but
politics wise, I'm talking politics, because it would have been all hell breaks loose. If we're talking entertainment, yes, J. Cole should have kept going. But if we're talking like, you're J. Cole, what do you do? I think J. Cole made the right move, because you don't want that Kendrick smoke, dude. You don't want that. I think it's like beefing with Eminem. I think like an Eminem Kendrick beef would just break the internet.
but that's what I feel
Because those two are undefeated in kind of everything they've ever
J.
done.
Cole, I don't know. J. Cole from a rap, I don't know. I feel like
I think J. Cole,
I needed to see who was
the-
better.
I love J. Cole, but I'll say this. I think he's a little bit of like a pushover type of guy. And I mean that with all due respect. Like, I'm a pushover. I'm the same way. I think that's why I see that in him. Because I'll kind of let people, I'm too agreeable. I'll
probably
just go with
value
whatever
different
people
stuff.
say. I'm really good at like getting people talking, because I'm good at just agreeing and saying
Yeah.
yes. I think J. Cole's the same way. And I think that he ended up in that situation because he's too agreeable. He's friends with Kendrick. He's friends with Drake. And he's like, oh. And he's just trying to have fun. But these guys are not trying to have fun. These guys are not trying to have fun anymore. This is for real. I think he was trying to I think he was having it for the love of the game. I think that's what he wanted. And I think that's what Kendrick wanted until Drake brought up Kendrick's family. Because that was what Kendrick said. And I don't know if Kendrick means that 100%, but Drake, as soon as he brings up Kendrick's girlfriend or wife, it was Kendrick's wife, that was when Kendrick really got vicious. And I believe that. I think that Kendrick wasn't going to do that.
You think he wasn't gonna go that far?
Because the thing is,
He been hating Drake for a minute though.
yeah, but he was treating it like an exhibition until Drake said that. He was treating it like, all right, I'm just going to come at you and come at your career. But then Drake said that. And so then it was like, all right, now I'm coming for your fucking manhood and your family and
Yeah.
your life.
You know what's the best part about that beef?
Which I love
the
that.
beef?
It's like Pusha T and Drake. Like, I love those beefs where it's just so, they're going for your everything. I'm telling everybody about your child. I'm exposing your child to the world.
That was insane.
The craziest move in a rap beef ever. Of all
Yeah.
time, I would say.
No,
Nothing
it was
tops
the most
that.
It was the most shocking thing we know.
You're hiding a child. You're never gonna top that ever.
He
I
really
don't.
was.
I don't think it's possible. Like, he forced Drake to reveal his kid. That's crazy.
Nah, he's been exposed twice.
Every rap beef ever since has paled in comparison and always will. It makes Jay-Z and Nas look like child's play.
I'm dead,
But I mean, yeah, it's. I think rap beefs they should be exhibitionary, and like until you get personal, they should be.
Yes,
it's getting
they should.
personal that I mean, like, and that's what Eminem's philosophy was
you
back in
know
the day
what? I
too.
ain't gonna
People would
lie.
mention Eminem's daughter, and that's why he would call people out and
But
piss
also,
and get
I
pissed.
thought about this too, especially like with the like new aggressive track that I'm making. And it's like just continue with that energy because it's not something I'm gonna stay in long. I just had to pop my shit after my show.
Yeah.
But it was also like I kind of feel Kendrick and why would J. Cole a big up because it's like the only way you. Also, I'm not finna waste words and like trying to rap you. At a point, it only gets to a point where you only can go personal.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's also like. None of that is needed unless you have a deep hate for somebody, but not deep hate, but like it's personal stuff, not rap stuff. Cause like,
Yeah.
I ain't thinking about nobody else when I'm rapping. I'm not hating on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not worried about what somebody else is doing, and I don't think nobody else worrying about what I'm doing.
You need like a real motivation.
Yeah, so it gotta start from outside the studio. You know what I'm saying? For you to even be like, all right, I'm going to speak.
Yeah. There was I crave rap disses, rap, like I'm waiting for my moment to have like a real rap battle or a real rap battle. I'll take a fake one, you know. And we're just playing like professional wrestling. I did roast battle a couple times this past year, and I think it's kind of similar because like what they want, I think roast battle, the comedy thing that they do, it's at Zany's. They do it at Zany's Rosemont too, but the whole idea is they're just roasting each other. They're saying roast jokes back and forth, and it's very similar to a rap battle. And so when they had me come in, what I'm doing basically is I just roast everybody in a rap, and then I just freestyle a bunch of shit that they said in the show earlier. So that's the whole trick. But what I love about it is you can say things with a roast and with like diss rap that you could just never say in any other context. Like you can be so fucking mean in a diss rap. It's so funny how mean you can be. Like you can just call somebody the gayest person in the whole world and as a diss, and everybody's like nods their head like, fuck yeah, dude, that guy is gay. And you can't do that anywhere else and have everybody be like, that'd be socially acceptable. Like same thing with roast battle. You just be like, oh, you fat bitch, and everybody's like, woo! The whole room, the round of applause. Like nowhere else in the world are you gonna see that.
Oh, man. You know what's crazy? I don't feel like I can really get into a rap battle. Well,
I like it because of the sportsmanship of it. Like I'm saying,
Like,
I like the rap,
battle.
hip hop artistry. That's what I'm into.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I can't. Like my friend High Q does this. Like he just rap battles. Like you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're talking about rap battle. See, now that I don't know. Because
like,
that's a whole different
I have
art
to have a real
form.
motive and like really like dissect the song that I put out. And,
Oh
like, really,
yeah.
Like,
your
go
motive
Kendrick
is
with.
fuck that guy. That guy's going down. I'm the best. He sucks.
Yeah,
like
I'm
that's
gonna-
the motive.
Yeah, I would have to be in something like that. I can't be like. But also, it will always start with this person doing something to me that antagonizes me. I'm the coolest. That's another thing. I'm probably one of the coolest people. Like I'm not picking on somebody. It's somebody that has probably poking me 1,000 times for me to be like, okay. But that's what a situation would be. But I'm like. But my friend High Q, he just like rap battle like, hey, we just finna say these bars and like try to like beat each other. I can't really do that. Like
Some people are really good at it.
Yeah.
And do you mean like when he's just like freestyling amongst friends? Type
Yeah,
of
it's
thing?
like that. I think it's kind of like Rose battle. He had like kind of roast shoe and like battle rap. You know, like battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
more like bar focus. You know what I'm saying? Not like song structure focus.
Yeah,
you know
I know exactly what you're saying because it's like, how would I say? Okay, like. Yo, you walking in here, you say a lot. I think you should say less.
Yeah.
I was over there. I was shopping. I would have paid less.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to pay a lot of money. But let me say this next.
Yeah.
Because I was just trying to save. You know who shops there every day? Dwayne Neff.
That was fire. But
Thank you very
exactly
much.
though.
Thank you very much.
That was fire. That was tough.
Yeah, the crowd goes wild. That's exactly how it is done, folks.
Oh man.
It's all just like setups. That's like, but the problem is, what always intimidates me about that, like doing it for real, is people who are really good at it. It's like they memorized the whole thing like the day before. Like people who are really good.
Yeah.
They're like what I just did. I feel like is kind of elementary compared to these people because they'll like whip out like internals and fucking bring up your mom and bring up this drama about you and do a double entendre and fucking. It's like there's no way you freestyled that. You
Yeah.
definitely wrote it and like studied me, and then you must have practiced it. Like in my mind, it's basically like a written presented as a freestyle, which is what a lot of freestyles tend to be.
Yeah.
But that is intimidating to me compared to what I just did. What I'm doing is a genuine freestyle. That's less intimidating to me than like actually trying to, because if you fuck up a written, you're fucked. Now there's no, now you either got to just freestyle and make something up, or you just have to hope it comes back in time. Yeah, like that's the scary part about relying on writtens. That's why I'm always so impressed when rappers will go into like these radio shows with they haven't heard the beat before and all this, and then they just freestyle something. Because a lot of the time they give you the beat the day before, a couple days before, you get a chance. They'll give you a chance, throw you a bone. But like to do like the 5 fingers of death, like that's
insane.
You're throwing yourself to the ringer. You're really.
That's insane.
I mean, good luck.
Respect to the people.
Yeah.
Respect to the people. Man, I just got done doing a nice freestyle with campus culture. That was really nice.
I saw that. And so what interests me about that, because I was just going through all their freestyles, it seems like they got a whole thing going on with like local hip hop and bringing people in. I have to imagine it's probably one guy or two spearheading the whole thing.
Yeah, that's become.
But shout out to whoever's doing it because
campus culture. Because it's like I be DMing him, so I can't think of his name on the top of my head.
Yeah, well, because you're thinking of it like the brand name. Yeah. But I mean, whoever's doing it that's cool because in my opinion, Chicago. I mean, we were talking before we started recording about like potentially moving somewhere else because of how Chicago's scene kind of has a ceiling, and because there's only so much you can achieve at a place like this.
Yeah, different type of networks.
Yeah, and I think
outside.
there's different networks outside of Chicago, exactly. And here, the network, I think it's like you can get big in Chicago, and it kind of feels like you don't know where to go from there. And I think what we need is more networks, like people putting people on in Chicago. I think that's what you need. Like, you need like a roast battle, like I said, like a big comedy show that's on the internet that everybody can watch, highlighting local Chicago talent, because that's what builds a Chicago scene from the ground up and makes it like one of these LAs or these New Yorks. You need the scene to be presented to people. Same thing with hip hop. You want hip hop to have a vibrant Chicago. You want hip hop in Chicago to have a vibrant scene. What you have to do is present these people in a presentable way. You have to make it so everybody can really see them and really see their talent. And I think like stuff like that.
Shout out to NFO Films though.
They're doing the same thing.
Yeah, like they're really like pushing and like grinding, like making sure every Chicago artist get out there.
I think it's awesome.
That's one of the platforms I would like really like just show my love and respect to. Like they pull up, they working, they pushing out like 3 to 4 videos a day.
Is it interviews or what kind of stuff are they doing?
Freestyle. So similar to like the On the Radar, they have a nice platform.
On the Radar, is that Chicago too?
No, that's in New York. But that's what they're basically doing that for Chicago.
Same thing.
You know what I'm saying?
On the Radar is fucking awesome, and that's the same exact type of thing I'm talking about. Yeah,
facts,
where it's
you know
like
what I'm saying?
it's just because it's a bunch of people you wouldn't have heard of unless maybe you were scrolling and you saw them on there, and it's the platform. Building that type of platform is so important for a scene, and people take that stuff for granted. Like, you don't really realize.
Even New Chicago doing anything. George Peretti running his movement. Just like highlighting Chicago talent, like
Backpack Beats. When I had him on here, he was talking about B4 lasers and all the stuff he's doing with like with producers, and just I guess he's done a whole bunch of stuff with producers and like linking them up and just meetups for producers. And so I never really thought about that community, right? It's a whole other group, and if you're a rapper, it's probably good to be tapped in with the producers.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, and they have little networking meetups and all types of shit. Like they'll just like be DJing and hanging out, and I think that's the type of stuff that they like. That they'll be.
That's tough.
I need to message him because he told me he'll let me know like when they have one of these, and it's probably just you show up and just hang out type of deal. You know, they probably encourage rappers to show up. You know,
that's tough. And I'll be producer too. That's like so. It's like
producers, they're a whole different can of marbles. I tell you, you know, like people who are like in it deep. Oh, dude. Yeah. And the one thing he was telling me too is like they'll do these beat competitions every, I want to say it's Nonstop November is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll all have the same beat, and it'll be like 30 of them, and they'll all flip the sample differently. And I thought that was like, tough. To me, that's super interesting. Just if you have 30 talented producers, they're all going to use a sample different. And you'd think they would all kind of end up doing the same thing. But they don't, because if you have talented people, they don't.
Yeah,
you know?
they just all doing it.
It's like rappers, you know. If you had 10 rappers on the same beat, you put them all in different rooms. Unless they're not very original, they're all going to write something different. Yeah,
that's tough though. That's that's Kanye West workflow. You know, like working the albums and stuff.
Dude, Kanye West. Say what you will, folks. Man's he's my proof that geniuses are artistic geniuses, you know, they're all crazy.
Yeah.
Because I say you cannot have graduation without crazy Kanye. You got to take both. It's just the duality of life.
No, facts.
It's the way it is, and I got love for Kanye. I got love for all my crazies out there, even the one who punched me on the train. Right? Every single one of them. I think it's no fun to be crazy. It's no fun.
Facts. Not that crazy. Not crackhead crazy.
Not crackhead crazy. Not even Kanye crazy. You don't want to be Kanye crazy either. Maybe it's good for publicity. Like maybe if I had a little bit more of that, my show would be doing better. Maybe if I knew how to turn the wheels to really say whatever. Like what impresses me about Kanye is he manages to top himself. So like I think what's happening is right now we're seeing like the reversal leading into him topping himself. Like, oh, he apologized. Okay. So what that means is
he got to do something soon.
But Kanye comes in waves, guys. So what's happening is he came in his waves.
That's so true, though. That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true. Oh God, he does though. Go ahead though.
The last wave just like hit a couple years ago. He's reeling back. but this is just the water on the shore. You're seeing the water go back, and that means the wave's coming, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's going to be even bigger and more boisterous than last time. You thought last time was crazy. Who knows? Maybe he's going to lead World War III this next time. Who knows? I don't know how he's going to top himself. Every year we're thinking, like, how's he going to do it again?
He got a show in LA coming up. He finna say some crazy stuff. He finna go to LA Stadium and say some crazy stuff.
I don't know, because he's touring now, and I think he's keeping it tame so far. Like, I think he was just in Mexico or China. One thing that's crazy about Kanye is no matter what state of mind he's in, he'll always do, like, 2.5 hour concerts. Like,
yeah.
If you've ever performed music before, hip hop especially, try rapping for 35, 45 minutes. He's doing 2 hours, and he's on these big ass fucking sound stages, just walking around. He's moving the whole time. To me, that is crazy. Like, what is Kanye's cardio? Is he running all the time?
I doubt he got a little bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Dad weight, you know what I'm saying?
Well, he's got yes. If I ever get that rich, I want to get fat. If I get rich and I'm not fat,
what? For real, with the way the economy is, my biggest goal is okay, my motivation to get more money is to eat more. Not just to eat more, but like eat better. Like, no, I want this. I want to eat this consistently. You know, some days
the freedom of choice.
You know what? I want to order some DoorDash today. Like, it just had that freedom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're like, now you got to like eat inside and stuff and grocery shop. You know what I'm saying? Be efficient. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I just need enough money so I can just call DoorDash. Go get Five Guys or something.
Dude, when I hear people say like that they eat out all the time, I'm thinking like, wow. Like, I'm imagining a world where that would be possible.
Oh, for real.
Like, what is your reality like? You're telling me you just choose to eat out all the time?
That's insane.
Yeah. Like, I remember I want to say it was like a famous comedian saying on a podcast, like he rarely ever cooks or eats inside. And I just remember thinking, what? Like, how does that work? And is that like, that sounds so nice, especially in a city where it's like you have good food. Because if I could just eat out almost all the time. Yeah, I think my goal in life, like when it comes to like success, I think like really, if I was to answer that question realistically, it would be where I can buy my mom a beach house. That's like the real answer. Because I think if I did that, I'm successful enough. Like, I actually did it. Because that's something I tell my mom I'm going to do, but I don't like, I think a beach house. So like a house next to the beach where she can, you know, she wakes up, she hears the beach. That's like her retirement thing, vision in her mind. The beautiful, perfect way that she could spend the rest of her life would be living at a beach house.
Okay.
Which, like, in my mind, I'm thinking the perfect, if I ever get rich and have a whole bunch of money, to thank my mom for doing all the things she's ever done for me, I buy her a beach house and I can be the best son of all time. That's kind of like what I'm thinking is like the proper way. And what's interesting too is I think I saw Russ on somebody's podcast recently, and he was talking about like that was his goal, and now he's achieved that. So like, what's his goal now? Which is a weird thing to even think about.
I was just reading about
what are your goals after you achieve your goals?
You know, effects, and it's like I've been reading, not reading. I watched the video on Soul, but also have you seen the Soul movie, the Disney?
That one I didn't see. That's a newer one, yeah.
You gotta watch that.
You liked it?
10
That's newer, yes, though? Like 2014, 2013, or I'm sorry, 2024. I'm going to look it up because...
It's 2020s for sure.
Is it the one with the blue people?
Blue?
I don't think it is.
It's a black guy playing a piano.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I didn't see this, but I know what you're talking about.
I think it might have some blue, but...
There are some blue people. There's little blue people in it. So that's what I was thinking of, but it's a Pixar animated movie, middle school band teacher who dreams of playing jazz, whose soul is sent to the great before after a near-death experience.
It's like a really great movie. Without spoiling it, it just shows a big lesson, which I even been noticing about like success, because it's like, of course we all, especially at this stage, always got like more stuff to strive for, but I know it's like, hey, I had like goals last year and I like checked them off. And it's like, it feel good, but then afterwards you kind of be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of flatline in like your emotional state of it. You like, you wish for something so bad. You worked hard, you accomplished it, you got it. The next day is just, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? And it's like, just really slow. I think one thing, what I even realized about the Shuba show, but also realizing now, like trying to be present in the day, even when I go home and it's time to work on music, is being like, the goal is what you're doing.
Yeah.
And like really keeping that forefront. But also in simple terms with just within life. Like I think just maybe slowing down, being more present. Like I'd be spending time with my girlfriend, trying to be present within that, be present with my parents, just everyday life, even little things, because that's what it is. Like I'm not selling out stadiums crazy, like being like that level of success and like super rich, but I just going through success now, understanding that like you're going to accomplish something and then you're going to still just be you at the end of the day.
I think another crazy part too, though, I mean, it's probably, if you get the success you want, I think you will reminisce on where you're at now as like the good old days and when there wasn't as much pressure and when there was more freedom, you know? Like that's another thing I try to always think about too, is that success would be great and checking these things off would be great, but I already know there's going to be more pressure and more this and more that then, and I'll almost wish I was back here. And also a lot of the friends that you're going to make along the way, the realest friends you're going to have are probably the ones you're going to make right now, not the ones when you're more successful and when they have more to get from being your friend. It's going to be the people who don't have more to get from being your friend. They were just there from the start. Those are going to be the ones that are the realest friends, the ones you could trust the most, at least.
Yeah.
It's not like you don't make more friends, but it's like the ones that you can really believe they're there for the right reasons are really the ones that were there from the start.
No, that's
because that's just the only way you really know. Yeah. And there's all kinds of ways success is this weird animal. You always hear famous people say that they don't really like being famous. It's just the thing you always hear. So it just seems like a weird thing to want. But I think really the best thing you could probably have is like a mid-level fame. If you could just stop the dial at a certain point, that'd probably be the best thing. But no one knows how to do that.
It's like what you famous for too.
Yeah, what you're famous. But now you can get famous for anything, I guess.
Yeah,
you can get famous for sprinkling something on a burger the right way.
No, like that's why when it comes to like my content. And I always make sure to like keep music first.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to get caught up in like other stuff or like, you know, because it's like if you don't be appreciated for your music, I don't know. That's just not that's not how I want to make it. That's not how I want to be portrayed or anything. So I just be very intentional with that with my brand. Like,
yeah. Well, to me, it's like I think of it like. You're known for what you curate. We're all known for what we curate. We're all now we're not you create you may or may not create things, but you definitely curate things. And so what you're willing to put out, and I think that now more than ever you're told that everything is good. Just show people everything, and give people your whole fucking life. Tell them everything about everything. And I don't know how great that is. Because I think in some ways it's good, and like you feel more familiar with people. You feel like you're closer to these artists and these actors and these creators than you've ever been. But in another way, you lose a little bit of that magic. Like you know a little too much about everybody now, where you don't need to know everything about everything. And also, if you're an artist, I shouldn't be focused on telling people about my opinions and shit. It fucking doesn't matter. It should be about like I don't care what an actor's politics are. I don't care what a musician's politics are. I just want to hear their art. I just want to hear their music. I just want to see them in the movie because that's what matters. And I think like people have kind of lost their way with like losing themselves in art, which I've always found to be very easy. I can just lose myself in writing a song or watching a movie. I'm very good at just kind of immersing myself.
I was about to watch a movie last night. I didn't.
I love movies.
I had to get up though.
I fucking love movies so much because like every time like I'll always fall out of watching movies for like a couple months or so, and then I'll watch another movie and be like, oh my god, I love movies. Like if in a different world I would have become like a filmmaker or something like that because I really do love them. But it's because of the expressionism in them and the fact that like it's just like music and just like rap. It's a template in which you can do so much. And a great film is expressing so much more than what it is on the surface, just like any great piece of art is. It's saying so much more than it is saying, depending on what your interpretation is of it. So, and I think like, I don't know, I just think that if you are losing yourself in art, if you're like, I saw a clip just the other day and it was David Lynch, and I remember reading about this, but I had never seen a clip of him actually like getting. I've only seen one clip, so this is the second one I've seen of him on the set of Twin Peaks: The Return, and I guess he had a really bad time filming that because of all like the way that Showtime told him he had to film it. Like they would give him all these timing limitations and stuff like this. And so the first clip I'd seen this a couple times over the years, was like this lady coming up to him and said, "Hey, we can get the shot a little faster if you want to get the shot a little faster." And he looks at her and he says like, what is this with all you people talking about getting the shot faster? What is this shit? Like he's just getting so upset and worked up about it. Because it's like he's getting upset because they're trying to rush him and cut their hours and get it done faster. And so what I saw just the other day was another clip of him during the Showtime. And there's probably some documentary somewhere where all this is coming from. I just don't know where it's at. And he's talking about like, why is it that we have to shoot this in 2 days? Like, why are we shooting this in 2 days? You know, it gives us no time to dream anything up. It gives us no time to work on anything, make anything special. Like his whole point is that if they have no time to sink into it and spend time with it like an artist would, and really like spend time on the set, figure out what could work, and maybe even change the scene up. Like that's what you would do if it's a low budget indie movie, but you get too far away from that, and all of a sudden now everything's about efficiency and everything's about what you can and can't do, and you know, oh, is this an OSHA violation? And you start just doing all this type of shit, and you lose a lot of that magic. And I think just in general, in culture, you see a lot less of that magic. Like that's just one example, but I think this goes with that role-playing thing I was saying earlier, because I think with losing that magic, you see more of those role players, more people who they don't even know what the magic is, and so they go on stage and there's none of that magic because they've never seen that, they don't know what the magic is. No one's ever really lit them up before, and like, you know, because I know what the magic is, because when I see it, I see it. Yeah. It's like why you got to hold on to the real ones in life. Every time, like a real friend, a real performer, a real anything, like you got to find them and you got to hold on to them because they're hard to find. They ain't everywhere. You know? But and I think all of it is connected to losing yourself in art. I think you have to. You can't even really teach somebody how to do that. I think that they just kind of have to have it in them. They have to be able to just let everything go and just go all the way in. I think when I write music, that's how I write. It's like I am serving the song right now. Yeah. It's all just putting my mind towards it. I think it's like my ADHD gets tuned into one spot. It's like I'm zeroing in the laser right here. Yeah. But and then I think it's the same exact thing that makes a good performer is they can just zero that in to the performance and give themselves to that performance and that song and that crowd and that moment. Thanks. And it's hard to do that.
I had during my last show at Shuba's, it went really well. Like I be always killing my performers. Like I said here again, I'm the best performer in Chicago. All right. I've already said this on record. It's been a known theme for me and my bass. But the last show was crazy. I feel like I hit some new peaks of just crowd control. Yeah. Like I stopped the song because the bounce wasn't good. And like stopping the song, and that was like all like I've never done that before. Like just having like the intuition to stop the song, talk to the fan base. Like no, like we finna like really like turn up. We really finna bring the energy, and it like shifted like the complete energy of the entire show. Oh, and really? Doing that at like song 2 as well, it was like damn, like set song. Then we went crazy the rest of the show. But then I did it again because like maintaining that like 30 minutes. It was like, damn, like, I don't know. To be like, hey, no, we shutting this off. Hey, no, you at a Dwayne Neff show. Let's go. Lead the pit. Like, open it up. Let's go. And like, just really just turn them people up. And like, bet. But we did Summer Agreed last year. That shit was crazy. Like, just rage. Like, but it's not, I want to say not just rage, because it's like, that's like underselling myself. I feel like my rage is very contained. I feel like it's more of a bounce on stage. Yeah. But I feel like I'm able to move around to the level of a Travis Scott, but I'm also delivering vocally at like a Kendrick. So it's like, that's why I feel like makes me different, and like really made sure I like master my craft with this shoehorn, because I'm like not using backing tracks. I got my band with me. I'm like this rap rock artist and shit like on stage. I feel like that was like a new level of having like Don Toliver on the guitar, and then my boy Hydra on the ones and twos, and then my boy EJ on the drums. And it was just like that shit was just like a new merger. Like
I mean,
shit.
it's a whole different thing compared to just rapping over the track and the beat, and like because it's become regular for rappers to do that, to have a backing track. And whatever, do whatever you want.
Sometimes it works though. I have to learn that.
Or figuring out layers to it, because I mean, it's not like. Before that was popularized, what used to be the norm was you'd have, if you really didn't want to rap all the words, you'd have a hype guy on stage who would know half your he'd know your songs and would finish the lines for you. Yeah. And so many big rappers have done this. Like but it's just that I think what happens is people, when they get their songs mixed, they don't ask for a live mix. And so when they're asked to perform live, all they have is their WAV file. Yeah. So they just use that. It's either that or they use the instrumental without any vocals, and I guess in my opinion, that's better. But you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I just think like it's more you're gonna get more like the reaction you just said, where you get such a big crowd response and people are really on the edge of your words. Yeah. Because if you're performing, but I can hear that your vocals are also like in the back all the way, like that's different than if I hear you performing. And even if I'm vibing and I'm with it, there's just something different that happens when it's all right here, right now. Like we all know that when we're live and it's right there, right then.
No, facts. So. I think what made the show even different is that I kind of strayed away from that before, because I was a very like also like understanding kind of my hip hop rules, but then also like my new generation was to being like, I'm not trying to be on like no boring ass hip hop show. That's the thing too. Like, I hate shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
and it can get very spiritual, lyrical, miracle.
Yeah, like nobody got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, no, bringing something new to where this is like, you're seeing that same vocal delivery with raps with no backing, but just band. But then also like you got rage, and then you get some real shit. Then you get like some turn shit. It was like
the band is cool too. Yeah. I mean, I just love when hip hop has like a live band. I'm a sucker for that type of thing. I think all hip hop should seek to have a live band, or at least a backing track with a band. Because I mean, a live drummer with hip hop, just that alone will take a regular hip hop performance and elevate it so much higher. Because like the drummer, just the in your face nature of something like that, and also I think as a performer it helps. I think it helps so much to have a band with you on stage. It makes you feel like you feel like you're on top of something, like you're the ball is rolling and you are on top of the ball, and you got to keep the ball rolling. Whereas like if you're by yourself, you don't feel responsible for anybody else.
no effects. Also like just letting like different elements of the show shine. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like within my music, I always had like electric guitars and synths. Like heavy within the production. So then just like letting Don Toliver just go crazy and like have his like guitar parts. Yeah. It was just like added like another feeling, Yeah. Nice.
Well, we were talking earlier about making songs and all this, and just the songs you make and the time capsule and these things. So if you're thinking about a legacy, then what would you say about your legacy? You think about your legacy and what it means over time. Like, do you think about that when you make your songs? And
yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I feel like also it's like I can have my own interpretation, but then like when people talk back to me and let me know what the music meant to them, and it's like I kind of start getting like common denominator answers. I'd be like, I kind of see what I'm like meaning to you guys, And I feel like when I meet, the number one thing I'm starting to realize, or from what people are just telling me, is hard work and consistency. I feel like people, even before they even listening to it, maybe your song, they're also seeing me work so hard for development of like time to where they're like, I represent like work hard. I represent like be consistent. I represent be disciplined to them. Yeah. And that's like really resonating just with like my friends, our fans. They like keep them going like, oh, he really hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he keep going. He keep getting better. Like, damn, like we knew him 2 years ago. He really still going. It's like it reminding them about themselves. Like, let's go in and push and let's just be hard. Yeah. And then from like the music that I put out, just message I put out, I feel like everybody knows that I'm a God-centered man. Like I believe in God. Like I speak on God. I push the gospel and I like bring that to people. But then I also bring it to where it's like my life, and I'm not preaching to them. I'm just telling them my like situations, and they relating and like seeing themselves through that. And then I say that and energy. I feel like people just like really like attached to my energy. Like, oh, he go on stage, he jump, but he confident. But you just know when you just see, like, you say you see a performer or something, like, oh, like his confidence is like a energy, and who he's being is just like inspiring. You know what I'm saying? And I see that like them three things, like really people just keep telling me, and I'm like, that like means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you would identify your legacy as seen through the eyes of other people then, right? Like it's not really about you, it's about how other people are telling you about you.
Well, I feel like it's two different things.
Yeah.
Because it's like the one what other people are telling me, because it's like that's something that I'm doing for myself, and then it's having a reaction on people I don't know. So
right,
that's like my legacy.
Which to me is what everything is all about.
Facts, but
because you could never predict those things.
Facts.
And that's the magic. If you ask me, it's like when you go on stage, you have that show, and then they say that about your energy. It's like, I'm not thinking about, oh, everybody's gonna love my energy.
Yeah.
It's the last thing you're thinking.
No, facts,
but like, it's the thing that people respond to you with just being you, and it's that stuff you don't even plan it. It just happens. To me, that's what reminds me to keep going, and it reminds me because I think, again, like what I was saying about like, describing art. I think art is not, it's something that can be looked at differently by different people. And so it's the same thing. It's like your life is art in a sense when you do it right.
Yes.
Like that is artful because people can look at it and see it in their own way. It's an indication you're doing something right is how I always look at that stuff.
No, fact, but it's also something what you said of what do you think like your legacy is to like yourself,
right?
In a way. And I think I'm still growing within that. Because I feel like before, I'm only 24, but I feel like before I used to like kind of like center it with music and like center it as my goals and like what am I trying to achieve. But as I kind of grow older, it's more like I'm more need to be focusing on my legacy, just more as in like how I am as a person.
As a human being.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like it's crazy. I feel like to other people it'd be like one way, but I'm more and more thinking about like how am I a son, how am I a boyfriend, how am I a uncle and stuff like that. Like, just like really starting at home first and like being the best. 'Cause, you know, sometimes we not the best type of family, just subconsciously by accident. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just take them for granted, or like we just, you know, like, hey, you here? I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Just being you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like parents don't take it personal or anything, but it's just like, you know, you just got to realize how you be in every day and like just. Just
well, and I think that we can externalize. So we can think like, especially with social media, we can think of ourselves as what the world, like what our friends interpret us as, what our social media fans interpret us as, what our followers interpret us as, what our listeners interpret. Like you can go any which way. All these different versions of yourself that exist.
Factual.
But I think like you put it really well a second ago when you said starting with family first or starting there first, because I think it's foundational, right? It's like I really think that if you start with like your just basic close relationships and those actions, that would probably bleed out somehow into some butterfly effect of success in the long run. Like one thing I wanted to do this year that I need to work on more still is like I think I should go to more shows. Like I already talked to all these people in the community. What I need to do is go to these shows that these people are holding now and be a part of that community and just show face and be out in the world because that is going to feed back or even these relationships I made. It's like reaching out to somebody and saying, hey, let's hang out. Like how often do I reach out to people and just hang out with people?
You know,
like, how often do I do that? Because those little things are going to then feed back into everything else. Like it's not even, in my mind, it's like if I just build relationships genuinely without any other intention, that's going to naturally feed back into this ultimate goal I want anyways. And that's something I've been sleeping on a lot, you know?
No, facts. It just also as getting deeper into the industry wherever you at, like in your industry, what you realize is, you kind of even go back to what I was talking about in the love of the game in some type of way. It's like what you realize is everything in the business transaction, you got to watch who you do it with, and also like it's people that you meet along the way that are super great people.
Yeah.
Like it's people I did interviews with that I'm like, hey, let's just go get food.
Yeah.
It's just you just meet people, you just see them again. You start like, hey, after like fifth time you see somebody in the music scene, you don't really care about what they doing musically because you probably see it. That's nothing you don't need to be outside to. You need to do it. You need to be outside to do your music. But then you start to realize like the main growth to where you're gonna get is going to be within this internet. So if you're going crazy on the internet, they're gonna see you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like if I see you 4 or 5 times in the scene, I'm asking how's real life been.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to talk about music and then it's not time to do a feature, so it's not like we're gonna go in the studio right now. Like you more focused on like how are you as a person, and then but that matters the most because then you realize like at first you get this, oh, I know this person because I see them on social media, I know their music, but then you get to this person and sometimes you be like, damn, this person's actually kind of a sucky person. Or you're gonna be like, oh wait, this is an amazing person, and
you don't know until you get a little closer.
Yeah.
And the other thing I always think about with that is you see like, just take any famous person as an example. Almost always there's like a small group of friends they had on the come up that either came up with them and weren't as successful as them, or maybe they're all successful, or it's almost always it happens in groups. Like success happens in small groups of people a lot of the time, especially with hip hop, especially you're talking about music and rap.
And stuff.
Yeah, where it'll be like, you know, just look at like maybe like an Odd Future, where it's like, so all these talented guys were just in one fucking group, like they just all happen to know each other, but it's because they were all supporting each other and they're all friends, and it's actually like that genuine relationship they had with each other that didn't even have to do with music. It was just they were all just friends. That's what helped them all propel each other. And I think it's that people miss out on that because they think it's all about my independent success and it's about me, and only I can achieve the success that I want to achieve. And that's true to a degree, but I think your friend, it's like a rising tide raises all ships type of thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I emphasized earlier about like community in Chicago, because I think that's exactly what Chicago needs. Great groups to lift each other up, and we can like all emphasize the value of the art in this community, because we all can lift each other up in these ways if we want to, if we're all willing to do it.
Nah, fast. BK and Blackout does a really great job with their community.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like the number one community I'm like strongest with. But like, you know, going to different ones, I know it's like 215.
Oh, we're good. No big deal.
But there are communities within the Chicago scene, but also I feel like we just gotta, you know, everything need to, like you say, resources. Like resources, things take time. Things take time for growth. It has to be infrastructure.
Well, and we need when I say this because I think I'm someone who does this, and I think you need people. I don't say that like with an ego. I say it because like most people won't do that, and I know most people won't do that. That's why I say these things. Like what I imagine with this show, like my grand vision is like just grabbing, because there's so much fucking great art in Chicago. Yeah. The best case scenario is I have enough pull, enough reach, I can just grab any interesting person from Chicago and show them to the world, because it's all over the place. And really, it's like that anywhere you go in the world. You look around, there's art all around you if you know where to look. I really think that. Yeah. And this is just a small example of that. But like to say that you need people to put the scene on is one thing. To actually do it is a whole other thing, because it takes so much work. It takes a lot of work, and you need somebody who actually gives a fuck. And most people, you just can't expect most people to care that much genuinely about the culture and about the art. It's a lot to ask for people. So that's why I'm calling out to all of you. If a single one of you is willing to do it, please do it, because we need these people. We need people to. Well, that's what I mean, though. I'm doing it to try to lead by example, because I think you need to put your community on. Like you need people who kind of show how vibrant the world can be, I suppose. Because I mean, like, dude, it just overwhelms me sometimes, especially being here as opposed to, because when I was in Flint, Michigan, before I was here in Chicago, I even experienced that there. But here it's like constantly, because like you said about the algorithm, like Don Toliver, people not knowing that he's so successful, you don't know he exists. It's like that even in a city. I'll find out about some comedian, some musician that's got this big group of followers, big bunch of people come out to their shows, never even heard of them before. And it just happens over and over and over again. And it'll just keep happening forever. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I think it's so
Yes.
awesome because it's some people that'd be discouraging. It'd be like, oh, but it's just, I'll never
Yes.
get to the bottom of it.
I
But
feel like it's because that's like the new internet and especially like the new music industry. But it's like, I like it.
I like that there's always something new. There's always something new to discover. And even near you, there's something new.
I like that you can be the biggest within your world. Like, you
Yes.
just got to create your world.
Yeah.
Like, that's the goal. I feel like now it used to be like you kind of go like to a mainstream hub and then
Yeah.
like you'll be like worldwide, but
Yeah.
like,
and now it's like, you don't know about this guy? He's got
Yeah, it's like-
500,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Exactly.
He's got 3 million subscribers on YouTube.
I never seen a Mr. Beast video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and you don't have to.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Either way, he's got 100 million subscribers across all his. In the last couple of years, he started translating. So now he's taken over other countries. It used to just be USA, but now it's everywhere. Yeah. But I mean, like, you don't have to know. And that's what's interesting. Yeah. Fame has changed. There's no monoculture anymore.
Yeah.
There used
yeah.
to be a monoculture and it's gone. It's just.
And that's probably
gone.
best to the best because now people egos can be just perfect.
It's
Well, you can
good
always
and
admit.
bad. It's like everything in life because I don't like it in a lot of ways. Like what I don't like about it is one of the last lingering remnants of the monoculture was Stranger Things because that was like now TV show has been subject to this where there's no monoculture for TV anymore. Now everything's streaming and everything's everywhere. Used to be all in one place. And Netflix and Stranger Things was the last big show that like we all knew about, we've all seen. Is there another one? Because I don't think there's any show that we're all like, we've all tuned into that, we've all seen it. I don't think there's gonna be another one. I think
feel that.
Stranger
I feel
Things
what
was
you're
the
saying.
last one
Yeah.
because it's like, where is it not? Nothing is centralized anymore. Nothing is
Yeah.
all in one place. It's all just spread out across everything, and even, like music streaming. Even fucking, I've seen people leaving Spotify now, trying to protest the fact they don't pay you. But it's
Yeah.
like when I see an artist do that, I'm thinking, where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Like, yeah, there's other stuff, but
Oh yeah.
like Spotify is kind of like they do kind of own the whole thing. Like I'm kind of arguing against myself because they kind of are an argument for the monoculture. But the thing is, like, you do got SoundCloud, you got Bandcamp, and I think that also like TikTok and these things have changed the way the music streaming works.
Yeah.
A lot of people hear songs and they haven't even heard the song. I mean, a lot of people. You think it's a little, I'm talking like a lot.
Yeah.
Like, so many people think they've heard songs, and then you think about it, and you're like, wait a minute, I've only heard 20 seconds of that song.
Happens every day. Happens every day.
This song is a bridge.
No, for real though. I was thinking about that with Uzi's song. That I heard it I heard the real song for the first time yesterday. I'm like, I didn't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know.
Can't even recognize it outside of that one section.
Yeah, it's like I guess I just know. And then it's like the section I always give more irritating. That's why I kind of hate. I don't hate it, but it's like to blow up now. You kind of gotta like pick that same sound.
I don't like that. I don't like it
It's like-
because I think it's what happens is it encourages an anti-creativity that whether or not you're participating in it, you're participating in it or doing it consciously, you're going to have it happen where you're gonna, I don't know, people are just looking for earworms more now. They're looking for more like, oh, what's the part that people would replay and what would people
Yeah.
dance to on a video? And that's not, I don't think that's how songwriting should go.
No, facts.
Unless like you're deep into like the pop philosophy, and you shouldn't be thinking like that at all. You should be thinking
Kills creativity.
yeah, because like when I'm talking about immersing yourself, you can't immerse yourself and also be thinking about what a TikTok sound is going to be at the same time. I just don't think you can. Like if I'm losing myself, I'm lost in the sauce, and I'm like, I want this rap song to be the fucking best. I'm the GOAT. And then I'm thinking about like, oh, but this isn't like what 5-year-old's going to want to hear this.
Yeah, no, facts.
Like,
No, real.
This won't work on a dance remix. You should not be thinking those things.
Yeah,
So
you
I
set
don't
yourself
know.
up. No, you're gonna set yourself up for failure for that one.
Yeah, and I think more and more now you hear songs that it's almost like you can tell they were written that way. It's like, oh, this almost feels like someone was trying to make like especially like a lot of pop music now. Like Sabrina Carpenter, I think leans into that a lot. Or it's like this kind of just, I mean, Espresso, I think, is by design a big TikTok song. I think that song was written to be popular on TikTok. That's what I mean. It's almost like it feels by the book. Like, oh, this is exactly what you would do. Yeah. Because it works perfectly for that format. Yeah. I mean, what I find to be more fun is when you see like old songs blow up that are like songs that were popular 20 years ago and they get popular for being a TikTok sound or something.
Yeah.
Cut my life into pieces. And it's like a bunch of dog memes. And it's just like, that's the template now. We're just doing dog memes and Linkin Park, or actually that would be Linkin Park. That would be, who did last? Papa Roach. Oh, okay. All right, I was about to lose my white street cred card right there. It means a lot to us. Papa Roach, Kid Rock, you know. My culture knows all about that. I wonder if it's white culture street card.
That gotta be a real thing, right? Street cred.
Well, I was gonna say I wonder if it does. It's real for sure. Yeah, but I was gonna say I wonder if Vanilla Ice counts for white street cred. I don't think he counts. I don't think we're really worried about that. We're more worried about Linkin Park and like, you know, I think Rick Rolling probably gets you some white street cred. You know, you remember Rick Rolling? Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. What? That's a white person joke. Like, we love that shit. That's hilarious.
That is funny.
White people think that's funny. Trust me, I'm one of them, and I think it's really funny. You could Rick Roll me now, and I think it's funny.
We can wrap in like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, man, yeah. So, for one, I guess to ask you, I mean, was there anything else you wanted to make sure to talk about, or anything like that? Any pressing topics? I did make a little list of questions just in case I wanted to be prepared. So let's see if I had a good question in here. I guess, but okay. So how about this? How did you select the voicemails for your project? So you had a couple of voicemails on there.
Yeah. So who made it to the album? We had Dad for the first time. We had Grandma before. Mom still not done. Chris. Malik, Jarrell. That's all okay. So I'm just had to think, because I'm like, how I collect just people that mean the most to me. You know what I'm saying? I think I gave my sister one day. Just people that mean the most to me, so I can always have it through like years. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they not here or something. Just make sure I got them on like a voicemail.
Yeah.
Like throughout the time. My dad probably delivered the best one, Such Inside My Soul. He had a really great one. My grandma delivered a great one on the EP I dropped 23 too. Yeah. So that's how I select my voicemails though.
Nice. Yeah. And when you're writing, how does that fall into place? Like when you're writing the song, do you kind of have it in your brain? Is it in the mixing process that you do that, or how does that happen? Every now and then I'll do something like that, but I feel like it's always just the pieces kind of fall into place type of thing.
It's really the pieces fall into place type thing.
Like, oh, you know, it'd be perfect for this, that voicemail I've got sitting around, like that type of thing.
Well, my dad one, I made him record it. Like,
for that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then, Chris, that was like a voicemail.
That was legit. But the other one, your dad nailed it then. Yeah, I didn't know he was acting.
You know what's crazy? He did it maybe 1 or 2 takes, and he hit the perfect, because I didn't really know how long I needed. Like, I knew like an estimate of how long I needed, but not the exact, like, hey, we need to stop at 26 seconds. No, he got it like perfect. So it's like when he stopped talking, the beat immediately cut off.
It's like fate.
Like, yes, it was just like, you know what I'm saying? But that song, that like project was crazy to create. It was like, I got like probably the craziest songwriting sessions I probably might have my entire life. Honestly, I was sitting down on the counter of my downstairs, and Hayden, who produced like 3 to 4 songs on the project, sent me some beats, and I wrote all these like pieces and ideas that was like the main bulk of the project in like one night. It was like crazy. It was like it was like a download. Like shit was just like great. Like, oh, boom, 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 boom. It was just like, and I got like 4 songs, just strong ass ideas. Like,
and you don't normally write that fast, I imagine.
No. I'm very methodical. I'm actually getting faster now by technicalities, like intentionally being like faster.
But by technicality.
Yeah, like all right. Like, but it's actually a creative breakthrough that I really had like within the past month, because like I usually just like take time and like be like really technical. But now I'm like realizing like, no, I'm kind of like just create those shit out the wall and like always go with first thought. And then edit from there, and then it usually can like move faster through it. But before, I will always, cause I was like, no, I was like, why does it take me so long? But I will always be like, the quality of work will be good, but it's still taking too long. Like, what's the problem? Now I realize I will be creating but editing in my mind at the same time. So it would be like, it's like trying to buffer. But I realized, oh, my creativity is really trying to just tell me, be like, no, hey, it's this weird ass idea to the left. We need you to like get this out so we'll give you a new one, but you're gonna like get this one out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just like letting it all flow, and then be like, hey, this might be a dumb idea, but if we at least get the dumb idea out, the dumb idea be gone. But instead, I'm like, right, and be like, oh, that's a dumb idea. Let me try to think of the next idea. But I keep like, it's not like flowing, but that dumb idea is still stuck there. It's like dumb idea, like, no, I'm here. You're gonna have to get me out.
Usually I think it's like a lot of writing, if you're trying to be efficient, is kind of yes-anding yourself and like just. I think often what happens with those dumb ideas is if you write either one, like you can go back and fix it. But often I find that
it works.
It
leads you to the next.
Itself. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yes.
The bad idea then leads you to a better idea, and you don't even want to get rid of the bad idea anymore because now it's necessary to get to that other place. And if you would have said no and not allowed it in the first place, you would have never gotten to that second place. But
that's so spot on. That shit was just hit to 18.
Like, because I think like that's kind of what keeps me efficient, is that I just kind of roll with whatever idea pops in my head first, and then I just kind of keep it moving. But I think there is a downside if you do that too much, which is that I struggle at being too methodical. I struggle at like having a big scheme planned out for a song, and I'm too intuitive in a sense because I can lean all the way into that and just write a song completely that way. But I often find that like a more powerful song is one that's grand in concept, and it's like you have it schemed out from the start and you know where you want it to go, and like, you know, oh, the verse 1, verse 2, verse 3, like you know what each thing is supposed to be and what it represents. And so it's harder to do that if you're just kind of rolling with it and going with the flow 24/7. But
no, facts. I feel
so there's a balance, but I'm all the way into that where I'll just yes and anything, dude.
No, I feel like especially like rap has kind of went towards like just that free like more freer wave. Yeah. But like one thing like the J. Cole album taught me is like, no, you need to focus on sometimes making structured, focused songs. Like it's a power within that. Like,
and one thing I wanted to say to you too, before you get out of here, is I think that that's one of your strengths, listening to your songs. I think a lot of musicians don't do that. And I think it kind of comes with that TikTok generation, that whole sound bite chasing generation. Yeah. People aren't building songs. It's one of the things that I really like about J. Cole more than a lot of other rappers. I think J. Cole is a really good song builder. And I think that you do that too, where you like, your song takes shape throughout the song. So it's like it kind of has an identity at the beginning, but like more and more you move throughout the song, it's like by the end you hear that hook the second or third time, and it's like, oh, okay, now we're home. Like you send it home throughout the song. So it felt like you went through a journey, and by the time we get to the end, like we went through each of these places and we went there. Yeah. And like you're good at like making a song feel like it's moving through, it has motion, like it's actually going from point A to point B. Where a lot of people, they just do hook, chorus, hook, chorus, hook, chorus, and you can feel that. Or I'm sorry, not hook, chorus, but hook, verse, hook, bridge, verse. Like you can just feel the formula.
Sometimes people not even putting hooks in this song. My underground guys, y'all can rap y'all ass off, but y'all got to get some hooks.
Well, the other thing I'd say is you are good at hooks. So not everybody's good at that. So you say that as somebody who's good at hooks. But also, because you're a hook guy. You're a guy who can write a hook. But also, I consider myself a hook guy. I don't think everybody's a hook guy.
No, that's fair. I was saying,
some people like
you're gonna learn the hard way. I was in college. I ain't win no awards for 4 years of music, and I realized because somebody always had a more popular song than me, and I realized what was my problem. My hooks sucked. But shout out to my boy Malik, R&B guy, had the girls on the hooks. My guy Eli had the hooks. So I was losing in college. I was getting my reps. You know, so I was like, I can rap so great. What's the problem? What's not connecting? People like, you can rap really good, but we don't know your song. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I started to realize like, oh, but then that's why I was saying I was like so proud of this new one that's coming, because I figured it out with trap beats. I'm like, oh, okay, because I'm trying to make explosive records. That's why I worked. I had to K-Nup the homie back and like, oh, right, trap, he making hooks. Okay, it makes sense. Yeah. But I never was able to be like hip hop and make a hook. Now I was like, oh, this next one, I'm like, oh my God, I got like a hip hop song with like a really hook. Like, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh God, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a hip hop song that doesn't bore somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I was like,
Hooks are powerful, dude. I mean, hooks will take a good song and make it an iconic song.
one thing I have not accomplished with a hook yet is I have not made a great melodic hook. Not yet.
No,
have not.
See, I got a Mike Posner voice, so like I can write you a song to make you fall in love.
That sounds good on some guitar. I can hear
exactly.
It.
So I can get one of those melodic hooks real easy. Is that the type of thing you're talking about?
Well, more like I gotta figure out my voice. But my voice naturally sounds like a Jaden Smith. I hear that a lot. I get that a lot. Not a lot. I've just heard of shit. So
I can see it. Yeah.
So I gotta. I feel like I have to find my voice of what that be because the auto tune shit don't work for me. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you might have to go Cuddy. Just mumble. You know what?
That's what I be trying to do. I got some music, but that's literally what I be trying to do.
Just do that, man.
And I be listening to a lot of Travis Scott too. So it's like, but I feel, but it's funny you said that. That's literally what I do. Like that's what I like about like this music that I got. While I'm like working on it, it's like I'm like. During these process, I'm like, fuck it, we finna mumble it, like make it sound emotional. Like, okay.
I mean, it's a safe choice, you know. Because it's kind of hard to fuck up a mumble. It's kind of hard to fuck up a mumble.
Just like, well, but that's one thing we got to get working on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, we got goals for this year.
No, facts. All
right, man. Well, this show ends with two things. So this show's obviously for 3 to 5 year olds. That's my core audience. That's who watches this. Of course, dude. No, I'm joking.
No, I'm like, no, I can't.
I like that you believe me. I like that you believe me.
But you never know nowadays.
You never. Right? They watch Miss Rachel and then they turn this on. That's how it goes. So they're going to take those earbuds off. They're going to go into the real world, and I want you to give advice to the children. All right, so the kids, advice for the kids. That's what we do at the end of every episode. I don't know what the advice is. You're going to give it to them. The future youth, the future adults, the future people of the world. What do they need to know? What's going to make them better people? I don't know. You tell them. And also the social medias where people can find you. They spent all this time with you. They might as well spend some more. This comes out about a month from now. So if you want to plug any dates or anything like that, just keep that in mind. And also, all their music they can stream and all that. Where do they listen to that? Boom.
Got you. What would I tell the kids? I would say be great at what you do. Have a high level of excellence threshold for yourself. But what you do. Like, you can do anything. You can do things. You can play sports. You can play basketball. You can do anything you want within this world, but it's how you do it. If you want to be a music artist, try to be a great music artist. Learn as many skills as you can. Spend as much time. Put in the most hours that you can. Don't be mediocre. Don't just half-ass it. Like, go 100%. Study your craft to a T. Because if it's anything that you're doing, you a day trader, you anything. If you put in them hours, you're trying to master your craft and you're not skipping any steps, there's space for you in whatever you're doing. For sure.
And then where do they find you?
Dwayne Neff. All social media is D7Neff. Dwayne Neff, DWAYNE, NEFF. And then streaming all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. And I'm excited to what we got coming next.
What the double F? Awesome. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks. And
thank you for having me.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. And it was a pleasure. I'm sure we'll see you back in this room sometime.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure we will. Maybe a little bit of that Ruse X Dwayne Neff coming to the people. Maybe something like that. They'll see.
Yes, sir.
What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I had like this perfect train of thought. I was going to send it home. I had it in my mind. I was lining up the rails. I had the train of thought ready to go. I think what it was folks, kids, once you know the way broadly, you know the way in all things. Or once you see the way broadly, you see it in all things. That's a quote from like some ancient samurai. But it's a great quote. It's one of my favorite quotes because I think that it's why you do your best. I think it's why you search for truth and you search for value and you search for wisdom constantly in all things, and why you take everything seriously and you give your all no matter what you're doing. And the other thing I would say in relation to what you said, your wisdom for the children, is that think of what you're doing now as training for what you will do in the future, right?
Yeah.
Like whatever you're doing now is not an end all be all. This is not the end product of your life. It is just a step towards whatever that thing is later on. And so if you're a server and you don't want to be a server forever, all those values, all those things you're learning while you're doing that day job will matter when it comes to that other stuff. Once you see the way broadly you see it in all things. Same thing happens with... Yeah. But it's same thing happens with, you know, if you're a rapper and, you know, you're making rap music, but you're also maybe you love being a filmmaker, there's going to be little things you're going to see in that rap and that you learn throughout rap, and just the way you apply yourself and the way you conduct yourself. All these things will then feed into your filmmaking. And, you know, maybe you're a rapper and that's all you want to do. But I would even suggest then, how about trying to write essays, and try to write essays that are not ironic, they're not poetic, it's a legitimate, just non-ironic essay. I would argue that will help your rap skills, because you'll learn to express yourself in a different form. And you could take this a million different directions, but it's learning to apply yourself in different ways is really what I'm talking about. Because I think when you learn to tune your brain into different frequencies, you can then take those melodies and bring them back into whatever you know, playground you're hanging out at.
Use all your experience for your art, and that's real. That's good.
And it's an endless foundation of wisdom, I would say, because you know, you could take that and do it anywhere. It's why I love movies, dude, because I feel like even though I don't make movies, every time I watch a movie, I'm like, oh fuck, dude, I gotta go do something creative now. I gotta go do something. I'm not doing enough creative shit because that movie was too cool for me to just sit around afterwards. That's my kind of movie, and that's my kind of music, and that's my kind of episode. Thank you guys for being here on clocking out.
Double down, competition couldn't help him to rock